Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Sultans of Shadilay podcast, episode 94, for this Saturday, the 15th of April 2023. I am your host, Bezic, and today I am joined by special guest and occasional woman, Discordia.
Hello.
Wait, there's a woman here? Hello.
They eat the sausage fat.
Hi, I think it's official that we have more more regular female presenters than other competing podcasts.
Yes.
So I've heard.
And we don't even have to use trim in a wig this time.
Wait,
Hey,
trim out
to
the
be
wig.
fair, I look
Put the
fantastic.
wig back on.
We also have Brother Ardent,
Hello.
Mr. Jonathan Crow,
Hi.
and last and definitely least, the troll under your bridge, Trim.
Hello, everyone. I am here to steal your sheep.
Why does he sound like Dr. Nick?
I don't know.
And neither do I.
I panicked. I panicked, and you know.
Stormy tells us we have a special event happening tomorrow. Happy birthday, Ardent. Ardent's
birthday,
just given Stormy a death glare across the room.
What I don't understand is why you put the wrong date of birth in my server, just to
I don't know
confuse
what you're
everyone.
talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I have 3 birthdays every year, and I'm going to celebrate all 3
Yes,
of them.
that's why Ardent is currently 452.
Yes.
He's like an elf, only without the knife ears.
The other problem is he also ages as quickly.
No.
Yeah.
He's a slightly retarded dwarf because rather than metalwork, he does woodwork.
Yes. Yes. I went the wrong route. I decided to go wood dwarf.
Not a racial class I've heard before, but it is current year. TM.
Yeah. Hippie dwarf. Never thought that would be real, but okay, here we
No,
go.
that's the guys that work with mushrooms.
Oh, glorious. Glory days. So, first things first, before we get into anything else, this is Manager gave us some lovely artwork after the stream last week. It is what you're currently seeing on your screens. So we have a scared knight facing off against a ferocious dragon. And he is terrified, but he's trying and he's yelling at the dragon. And the dragon responds, "Why, yes, I'd love to go to a movie with you." Our heroic knight then says, or rather thinks to himself, there is no roadmap for this.
You're on your own, soldier.
And relevant GIF is relevant.
Yes.
I made the mistake of inviting a girl to the movies during Valentine's Day, and we went to see Tangled, and I had no idea it was going to be a fucking musical, and it was so fucking awkward by the end of the day.
It's a Disney movie.
Monkey has arrived. Who else do we have? We have the Shaymaster, we have Garboy, who has picked an excellent day to stop by. Chopwood, Stormy, of course. Who else do we have? We have Marku. And Tosti popped in a bit earlier. And yes,
Yeah, I
Tristan.
saw. I didn't get the chance to say hello to him.
Hello, everybody.
He dropped in just to be a Swede, and then he left.
Damn Swedes.
Yeah, his like
But-
inka dinka dur, and then he left.
Yes.
To be fair, I think it's ironic that a Norwegian who is descended from Vikings is complaining about other people dropping in and bailing again.
Hey, at least we made sure the country we culturally enriched actually benefited from it.
Well, that's it.
Fair.
They came, they fucked off, and now we Brits are the superior.
Well, you were.
But then again, they did colonize the French too, so.
That was sweet.
Ew.
I'm laying France on completely all that blame on the Swedes. That's what
to be
happens
fair,
when
the-
they try.
To be fair, the last good thing come out of France was William the Conqueror. So,
Make Normandy British again?
pretty much, yeah.
Alrighty, so let's get into the standard shilling thing. So, before we start looking at the specific relevant things, we have been discussing some possible options for some paid subscription tiers to support the Sultans on subscribe site. Now, this is still a work in progress. It is a draft. This is non-binding and is subject to change without notice and arbitrarily. But this is what we are looking at the moment. So we are looking at currently 3 tiers with assorted perks. So the lowest tier, that is currently set at $5, gets you name in the credits for all Sultans videos, all videos produced on this channel. It gets you the ability to vote in member-only polls to help decide future projects, and it will get you special Discord roles and channels. So, the next tier up, currently tied as Vizier. Yes, I know that means I'm going to have to change some other roles on the Discord, but we'll get to it. So, this one's the one that might need a little bit more work, but this will allow you to submit written comments that will be read live on the show. You will also be invited to not just watch, but take part in a possibly monthly gaming hangout, which will be first come, first serve. So however many game slots the game has, we'll post an invite link and first people into it will get that. That will, of course, include the lower tier. And then for $30, or for the first 5 people, only $10, the Grand Vizier tier, which will allow you to have all the bonuses previously listed, but will also allow you to submit video comments that will be viewed live on the show. I think it will probably view them on the Rumble segment. That way you get to be more freeform. And we're probably looking at something more along the lines of 60 seconds. It's a long show. We've got time to kill.
Oh, yeah.
Gaming as in assorted party-style games. Like Golf with Friends,
Golfing with
Cards
Friends.
Against Humanity things. So yeah, of course this is still subject to change, but this is what Trim and I have worked out so far.
Yeah. So good so far. So far so good, I mean. And if you have any recommendations, just throw them at us and we'll see what we can do.
Yes.
I'm just wondering where your voiceover actor is for, articles.
Oh, believe me, when we
I'll do it.
start that, we are going to forcefully kidnap you. We don't ask people for permission. We just
I was going to say,
take them.
surely kidnapping usually is forcible.
Well, if we
Yes.
if we ever start regularly doing articles, which is something that's in consideration ish, and we do decide that we need some voice work done, we may know a guy who could use a few dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Ardent really is, struggling with his woodworking skills. So
This is true.
Oh, sad.
Hey, on the upside, excuse me, I ordered my my birthday present that Stormy decided to fund for me yesterday. I have a thickness planer on the way, so I have one more tool in my tool shed.
Nice.
So I can actually, once I have that, I can actually start making furniture. So that's going to make a big difference.
It's a very
And now
handy
you
tool.
can finally be a real carpenter.
I might actually have
Cabinet
some jobs
maker.
for you, but I'll have to message you about that later.
Sure. I will warn you though, shipping is absolutely ruinous across the Atlantic.
Yeah, that's the only problem.
God damn it.
It's I mean, it's probably so expensive it'd be cheaper to fly Ardent to the UK and give him the tools.
Would
Yes,
you like a
yes, it
vacation
probably
in
would.
Norway?
In the summer, maybe.
Come on, you can handle the winter.
The
It's not
minute
that
the
bad.
snow starts falling past the top of the fjords, I'm out of there.
That gives you 3 months.
That's about the same as here.
This is why you should have gotten into blacksmithing. At least the cold wouldn't bother you then.
Yeah, I'm considering blacksmithing actually once I get a little established
That's good
and
fun.
get somewhere where I could actually build a forge.
Yeah, I want to do that too eventually.
Yeah.
It really fecks up your grip though when you first start.
Oh my, yeah, big hands comes in handy.
Martin Johansson has
handy.
popped in and says, "Woo, I made it. Hello, sir. Welcome."
Hello, Marson.
For
Welcome
any
to the party.
for anyone who has popped in late and isn't sure what they're seeing on screen, this is the working draft of a potential subscription model that we're thinking about rolling out through Subscribestar. So if you do have any suggestions, we would love to hear them. You can either pop them in chat, or if you want to take time to think about it, you can pop it in the Sultans Media channel on the Discord.
We're grateful either way.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's entertaining with the delay sometimes.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry, the dog was going out for a wee, and that had to be a drama.
An emergency
Aw.
priority, of course.
I can't find the dog's lead. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't find the keys. Like, for fuck's sake.
Well, Ardent, maybe you should start doing some knife making, because apparently everyone in chat wants a knife.
Oh, really?
Where's my knife?
Yeah, I want
I
one.
have a knife.
You
Where's
get a
my
bonsai
knife?
stick eventually, Disco.
You
I want
Brits are
100
lucky.
You a
Damascus
stick
steel.
first.
You Brits will be
Yeah,
lucky to
Jenny.
get a spoon.
Get me.
I want a Damascus steel spoon. You're right, or a shovel with a
I
sharpened
want
edge.
a pointy
A
spoon.
Damascus steel spoon would probably be very lovely.
I want a pointy spoon.
I want a big ass sword whose handle is an antler.
I was going to say, you've played Knifey Spoony before.
Yeah. Oh dear. So let's do some of the old YouTube channel shilling. So, up first we have my channel.
So you released something this morning.
Yeah, he's actually playing games.
Yeah, I know, crazy. So yeah, I just did
How dare you create content?
I know, right? So I just did a video on Jurassic World Evolution, which, I mean, it's a AAA game based on Jurassic Park. It's very pretty. But my god, the DLC is on fucking train simulator levels.
So right up your alley then.
People are
Yay!
optimistic, yes.
No, I meant price-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain.
Yeah, it's very painful. I've got 2 more videos to come out for the March. I know it's Humble Choice bundle, and I'm probably going to skip April's because I've either got the games or they're all utter dog shit. Like, not even to the point of being able to do decent videos.
Oh.
Wow, that's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, over to Trim's Art Check. Trim, tell us about your recent live streaming shenanigans.
My recent live stream shenanigans, I went around working a bit on Christopher Everard's thumbnail for his RP, which we started yesterday.
Yes.
Me,
quite enjoyable.
Ardent, Christopher, and his friend Florian, I think it is, are
Yep.
basically a bunch of awakening monster hunters. And it all started with me being all badass. I clotheslined a cultist as he tried to sneak in. I took his knife, I slit the throat of his buddy. Then I got shot in the shoulder, ran away heroically, of course, with my friends.
Brave
You
Sir Robin.
retreated heroically.
Yes,
No, he
Backwards.
advanced in a rearward direction.
Exactly.
I advanced to a future victory, and that was heroically seeking cover along with my wounded compatriots, whom Ardent so successfully managed to staunch the bleeding and not make worse, while we
Bad roll.
seeked cover in a bear cave that was empty in the New York Zoo.
Right. How long did it remain empty?
Oh, it was empty until a gay guy came and helped us out.
Oh, so there was a bear in the cave.
Yeah, he was. I didn't really notice. I was too busy being shot in the shoulder. Then we went to a theater where our local Indian managed to insult a person of the holy gender people. He ran around the building, managed to trick said gender person, and he managed to get into the theater, causing a distraction, while me and Ardent, rather heroically, almost got caught by one of these evil police people. So I pointed at a completely guilty, not innocent, and unexpected individual, and shouted like, "He's got a gun!" And the police believed me, of course, because I was right and true, and he went after the completely guilty person.
What gay part of America does tell these someone that you've got a gun and do anything? I know. It must be
New York City.
Since Bleach isn't
Then
here,
we went
fuck
to-
New York.
Then
Yeah.
we went to fight a ghost, which resulted in me heroically getting kicked in the balls twice, almost killing me.
Mhm.
And we killed the ghost by throwing salt at it. We ended the
Wow,
RP
to
session.
watch it, Trim.
We ended the RP session with me speaking yes, and me being knocked out on PCP because the pain was tremendous.
Oh, so it is New York.
You've neglected to mention who it was that we were hiding with.
Yeah, with the gay guy in the suit.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah. We will never
Oh, wow.
recover from this.
Yeah.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to next time.
Yeah. So, if you would like to acquire some personalized artwork, you can actually commission Trim. And you can make it for the right price. He will draw anything. Like, keep in mind, he does charge a premium for furry porn.
Yes, I do have standards, but I also am under the firm belief that everyone has a price. So if you want to try and commission any shit like that from me, know that there will be a high price. But if
What
you
he
find
means-
that price, I will do it.
Is he has standards, but he doesn't have morals.
There you go.
He's a good capitalist.
I was just about to say the same thing. He's got standards, but he's still a capitalist.
Exactly. Dignity only gets me this far.
Yes.
And another one, which I'm pretty happy about, is that my merch store is very soon ready.
Excellent.
Yes, it's going to be a Trim exclusive merch store that you'll be able to check out soon-ish. Soon TM.
Yes.
Up
Yes.
next,
There's
before Trim spent... So... But we can only spend so long talking about Trim's personal projects.
sorry.
I thought you were going to say problems.
Oh, no.
Don't talk about
We know all about Trim's problems.
We wish we knew less.
In fact, there's one now. Anyway, up next, we have Discordia 3052, where you can find apparently just me.
To be fair, yes, most of the recent streams do just have you as a guest on them. Although Monkey has jumped in, I think, a couple times on the that wizard game.
Yes, that evil wizard game. Are people still trying to threaten to call your boss and tell them what a transphobe you are, Disco?
No, they blocked me.
Well, that's a
Which
better
is
outcome than I
cool.
had on Twitter recently.
Because I thought that would be pretty funny. I was like, please do.
Yeah.
Ask for call.
Yeah. That's a phone call you want to record.
Yeah, I just imagine them being, oh, did you know that she's calling feminists insane on Twitter? And Carl would be like, I guess I need to give her a raise now.
Yes. Poor sad monkeys.
Thank you very much for bringing this issue to my attention. I'll make sure she is awarded properly.
Yeah. Oh dear. Poor sad monkey's sad. He says that she doesn't stream with me anymore because she doesn't love me anymore. Well,
I go stream with you. I have been moving. for the last
and
couple of months.
extremely busy with other things. Should we show them the other things?
Like
I suppose so.
Because we can.
puppies and other things.
Yes. Disco got a puppy.
Yay!
Did
Yeah. What?
it's very cute. and
What's
small,
that? What?
and there's a very slow Arden underneath, as you can see.
I simply did not know.
That's a very, very slow Arden
Yes.
underneath. We had to get
So the
Arden
puppy-
a
Under the
couple of
bus, by the way.
days to figure
Yeah.
things out.
So what was that puppy doing, Ardent, that made you all interested and confused?
Okay, now you've gotten me confused.
They don't know what
What-
breed of dog that is.
Yeah. What was
It's
it?
a French bulldog.
That's a cat in a
There
dog
we go.
suit.
Yes.
Yeah, because
So-
everyone's calling it a chihuahua.
Yeah. So what was
It's a
that?
naked
What was that?
chihuahua.
What was that puppy practicing to be, Ardent?
That would be a big brother, according to what Disco had said.
Yep.
What does that usually mean?
Of course, Disco's response is like, "You didn't know I got a puppy."
I gotta see you sarcastic.
Oh, you fucking troll.
I can hear Stormy laughing.
Oh, beautiful.
And then, of course,
Screw you all, I hate you. I'm going back to being an incel.
we'll talk about that later. And it's then like, who's going to be a big brother too? This thing. And then Arden asks the question of the fucking century.
Well, considering I had no idea that she was pregnant because I haven't spoken to her in quite a while and have had no news from her in quite a while.
You think that the penny might have dropped?
I just think that the
Let me-
best
let me
part is
point
we can
this
hear
out.
Stormy just dying in the background.
She's losing her shit in the background, yeah. But I want to point something out. The whole first question that I asked was to give Disco the opportunity to say, well, I don't really want to tell people I'm pregnant online.
What do you mean, like, by posting the picture?
Screw you all, I'm leaving.
I mean, the way you announced it to me, you basically just told me you couldn't lift heavy things, so you had to get Monkey to do it for you. And I was kind of like, well, that could just be her taking advantage of his labor. I'm not sure if it's definitely pregnancy, so I'll let her tell me first.
Oh.
That was Monkey being like, no,
One each.
no,
One each.
you will not pick things up. And I'm like, but I need to move. He's like, no.
Though I think it does go to show that we here at Sultans can keep a secret.
Yes.
Apparently, really, really well from Arden.
Yeah, nobody mentioned it to me, so I had no idea.
Arden's nose, and Arden's like, "Here's a secret."
You'll tell him you're pregnant, and he'll just think it's a joke.
No. You have to understand. I have absolutely no interest in other people's secrets.
Just hearing Stormy in the background occasionally cackling.
She's laughing.
So I think
She's-
Stormy's
she's
having a better
literally
time than the rest
smashing
of
her own
us.
forearm across her mouth right now.
Oh dear. So,
A good start.
do we have anything other than just laughing? Vance is
You can
alive.
kill me now since you've made fun of me.
Vance's life says,
Fair enough.
"Congratulations, Disco."
Thank you.
Yep.
And Marson wants to know if the baby also barks.
Not
It's-
yet,
it's,
but I will tell it the story when it's old enough to understand.
His face is priceless, Stormy says. I can imagine.
But it
I
is.
can... What do you mean imagine? You're looking at it.
Yes, I do.
I've actually turned the cameras off just because it was rubbing a little bit.
Okay.
I can't see
Disco,
how
one
red
for you, one for your
Arden's
little
face
dog,
is.
okay?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Earl.
And yeah, in chat, Violence's Life says she has labor and delivery advice for you. I would take it because she's had 6. She probably knows what she's doing by this point.
Lots of practice.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. So anyway, we probably should chill out now that we've mocked him relentlessly.
Yes, thank you. Cunts.
Because we love you, dude.
That's okay.
Thanks. So, what have you been up to, Ardent?
Well, something that we'll talk about on the Rumble segment later, as happened in the last week. Other than that, I've been experiencing some very interesting expansion of my view numbers. If you look at Terra Nova Tuesday here on this page, that's got 330 views.
God
That is
damn.
massive. Yeah,
Nice.
and I don't know where these views are coming from. I don't care because they happened while I was off for a week and I gained 7 subs.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean,
So apparently my content monstery is definitely coming in handy.
I might show you how to look at the analytics for that like some other time, Ardent, but that is very cool.
Yes, thank you. I'm exceptionally proud of it. So
Actually, if you want
probably unworthily so, but I am.
if you want a tip to get views, it helps to shit on people's favoritist little games.
Yes, I can imagine.
Some of the comments, like, why are you bashing out on Fallout 76? Well, before I even got into the fucking game, I was screwed over by the launcher, so screw you.
Yeah. Well,
Why
if you look,
playing a game you don't like, it's like, well, how did I know I didn't like it until I played it, dumbass?
What part
The,
of blind first look review? Oh well.
if you look at the thumbnail for Terminator Dark Fate, it says there Terminator Dark Fate, or while I'll never let DICE decide what I watch ever again.
Yeah. Yeah. What was the topic of your Rumble exclusive video this time around, Ardent, or have you not done one yet? What?
I did do a For Fuck's Sakes Friday yesterday. However, we can't talk about the title on YouTube.
Excellent.
Because it's
That's how
extremely spicy.
That's how you know it's good content. Anyways,
Yes.
we will now look at the other gaming content channel. Mr. Jonathan Crow. Been a bit busy, have you, sir?
No. I mean, I've been busy with work and
Yeah.
stuff, life and so on.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have got a video queued up to go live at some point, but I haven't finished making the thumbnail. So yeah, I'll get around to it, I'm sure.
Yes.
I've been planning to play a few other games as well. I downloaded a game recently called Alternative Watch or Alternate Watch or whatever it is, which is like an indie thing from itch.io. Should be interesting.
Alt Watch.
Yeah,
Yes.
alternate. I don't know if you know about the alternate like analog horror thing on YouTube.
No, I can't say I am.
Basically, there's this whole sort of thing. Basically, it's analog horror. It's become quite a big thing on YouTube. And basically, there's these alternate versions of people, which are like unnatural human shapes and stuff, trying to replace the real persons. But there's a lot of kind of cool videos and stuff about that. But people have been making a bunch of games about it and stuff. So
Yeah.
the same with the sort of backroom stuff. That's another analog horror thing. So. Yeah, aside from that, I have just been busy trying to do jewelry and running a company. So
That damn money making, huh?
yeah, it sucks, man.
Which is why you need to get all your friends and force them to watch the Sultans of Shadilay and then subscribe so that I can afford to hire Crow to read articles that I need to hire someone to write.
As long as you produce more than one premium article a month.
I'm currently writing an article for you.
Oh, thank God.
Getting waylaid.
No,
Oh, for
for
Ben.
Ben.
No.
For Sultans.
I've been looking.
The superior political commentary website.
I've been looking at the article tracking thing, and I'm just like, you look at the premium tab, and it's just like, no. I'm like, oh God, it hurts.
Yeah, I can't help you with that. But
Yeah.
I am writing an article for Bezic.
Ooh.
A Sultans exclusive.
Indeed.
Speaking
On
of
the
writing,
topic of
I've got.
pick-me's.
Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't catch that over at it.
That it's on the topic of the idea of pick-me's.
Oh, great.
It's the new feminist fucking insult for anybody who
Oh, you had that. You had that
despise
window on
men.
Twitter, didn't you?
Yeah,
Big piece?
pick
Oh, I'm looking forward to this now.
like the idea being that if you don't absolutely despise men or afraid of all men, then you're just trying to get other men to pick you.
Ooh.
I mean, that's usually a pretty good standard for whether a woman is worth wasting your time on. if she doesn't think that you're gonna like murder her immediately and actually wants to hang out with you.
She doesn't scream at you in
I-
parking lots because
yeah.
you walk past her.
It's almost
yeah.
like some people actually want to have a family and breed.
Shade's asking what kind of content the Sultan's looking for. At this point, we're not terribly fussy. What political
The
commentary?
most autistic.
Yeah, basically. If you've
We
ever,
want
if you've,
the UB article.
and this goes out to everybody listening. If you've ever had an article idea that you would have thought to submit to other competing podcasts that have stupid things like editorial standards, consider if it might be appropriate for the Sultan's audience.
You're welcome to have my article on Stoicism if you like.
I will absolutely steal an article on Stoicism.
I can even record an article voiceover for it because
Oh.
John Wheatley did a voiceover for it. I think while playing piano, which is kind of interesting. But he didn't have a very good mic at the time, so unfortunately, didn't come out very well.
Thank you.
What do we got? Marco says to Crow, he's not much of a horror fan, but the few fans I know are all about the classic horror games. So if you want views, you should try some more classics. They're pretty cheap too.
Well, I need to go back and play the Resident Evil games. That's one.
Yeah.
But indie horror seems to be pretty big.
At least there's a
well,
pretty
so.
good market. There's nearly always a pretty good market for horror game Let's Plays. Because I'd never play a horror game unless I box myself into a corner by going, yeah, I'll absolutely review all 8 games this month.
Or somebody paid you.
Yeah.
Let's be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Physics principles are much like friends.
Yeah.
For the right
We have standards, but they're flexible.
Yes.
They're flexible to a certain amount of money.
Well, I'm not planning to just do horror, but
Mm.
I like it's a good starting place.
It is.
Because I want to play things like Undertale because I've never played it.
But
so
I would.
they're on my list of
I
things to
can
do.
guarantee that I would not play a horror game myself free, but I would watch someone, perhaps say Crow, play one. And my God,
I don't know why.
I need to get you a fucking key for that abominable fucking horror game I tried out. That was just holy shit.
Yeah, Saint
Golden
Saint
Lights.
Phobia or something.
Oh no, you can have that one as well because it was garbage. But Golden Lights, just holy shit.
I haven't even seen that one yet. I haven't had a chance to catch up with you.
Yeah, that's so. But that game's
PS1 graphics,
just
you can
fucked.
eat your weapons and everything can eat you.
I can eat my own weapon.
Yes.
What?
You stab
sounds,
yourself to regenerate health.
Sometimes.
Okay, that sounds a little 41%.
What? What was that other game that I really wanted to play? I was talking to Trim about it a while ago. It was very Resident Evil style, but like with anime.
Monkey says he'd watch Disco play Undertale. I think Monkey might have done that.
I started playing Undertale. Monkey was
Yeah.
complaining that I just kept going into every corner, and I'm like, can I break the game here? Can I go through this? What happens if I press this? And he's like, are you going to interact with everything? I'm like, yep.
Oh, yes, Signalis, that was the one I was thinking of.
We need to get Trim because Trim was our voice man.
Hello.
Trim doing all the
so-
fucking voices was great.
It was funny.
So once again, another series that slows down because fucking Trim is never available when he's demanded.
Hey, I'm available mostly, kind of. So,
We need to chain Trim to land.
but I need money.
Or at
You
least a
had,
stable
Job
internet
give
connection.
money.
you had the option of making money on land, and you were like, no, Trim, just get back on board.
You
Oh.
can take semen out of the sea, but I'm
Whoa.
not finishing that one.
I don't know what happened to Tristan there, but he obviously had a stroke.
Yes.
Mm.
Cinematic survival horror that's prefaced with 40 minutes of straight dialogue. Parasite Eve. I haven't seen Parasite Eve in years.
Oh,
Oh
I
my god.
hated Parasite Eve.
I've only heard of it tangentially.
Yeah, it's an old PlayStation 1 game.
It's got some pretty decent horror, body horror, but it just stick to Resident Evil.
Mhm.
It
And
really looks like
yeah,
a disc Resident Evil.
yeah, though, yeah, you said Signalis, right? That's the one you were thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be a really good one.
On the
It's very popular, so I'm just lazy about getting content out there.
Yeah.
on the topic of horror, how about we move into some articles and start with a little bit of real world horror?
This is what I do. Apparently, that all my life is just horror, horror, horror. I do it on the weekend. I do it during the week. I do it when cleaning people's houses.
Oh my god!
Just before we get into this, speaking of articles, I do have a few articles that I'm cleaning up that I've had for a while, so I will be publishing more stuff on the website as well.
Hell
Cool.
yeah!
Yes. Speaking of which, the website is back up again. I fought with GoDaddy and we got the billing issue resolved.
Yay!
Excellent.
I was trying to show you yesterday, and I'm like, well, I would show you the website, but basically forgot to fix it.
Oh dear. So, let's look at a really poorly written article about one of the new horrors that can be done with AI. And when I say poorly written, I mean it. The original title was Terrifying New AI Scam Used Teen Girl's Real Voice to Call Mother and Demand $1 million. Real voice. For fuck's sake, you've literally just said it's AI. Jesus, guys, have some fucking pride in your work.
The Daily Mail.
Yeah.
That sounds very fucking convoluted.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it is a new scam type where if they can get a decent sample of your voice from whatever way, they will then turn around, call up, and do the whole "we've kidnapped your so and so," and then they'll
I showed my I showed my dad the voice AI thing generated by Bleach for me, and he's like, "It doesn't sound anything like you." And I was like, oh, "Okay, fair enough." But I reckon it would fool most people, you know.
Well,
Especially over the phone.
Yeah, put it on a shitty line. Hell, add a filter because you know they're going to be doing it on VoIP. Add a filter to make it lower quality, staticky, and then push them going. No, don't think, pay now, pay now, pay now.
See, quite simply wouldn't work on anyone I know, because they'd be like, no. She doesn't use the phone. This is suspicious.
Disco, make phone call? No.
What is phone?
What is phone, Jesus? So, I don't think I'm going to bother going through the rest of the article because it's just poorly written garbage. Thanks, Daily Mail. So, speaking of AI and fucking with your voice, Discord's being dodgy again.
Mm-hmm.
They're force rolling out their AI. Everyone's going to get their new AI, which totally won't be monitoring your messages and possibly your voice calls.
And I can't ban it, I'm assuming.
You can disable it, but it's on by default when
Yeah.
you roll it out.
That's just shit. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
And just because you disable it doesn't mean it'll A, actually work, and B, stay that way.
But it's definitely not there to monitor your memeing. It's there to play with, obviously.
It's totally,
It's there
totally.
to have fun with, guys.
If you want to play with a silly AI, go play with the MonkeyBot 5000 over on Base Discord.
That AI is not based.
No.
I don't think
I
it's
have tried.
to be based.
I have tried. I've tried to convince it to be based, and it just keeps apologizing. I swear it's Canadian.
What do you want from me?
I'm sorry, but I just can't do that. I'm like, for God's sake. Monkey, your butt's broken. And he's like, give me a chance. I'm trying to convince it. And I'm like, it's broken. It's woke. It's not based.
Ew.
Oh, dear me. But at least someone's using technology for good now. You can now get a woke alert when your favorite company goes off the rails.
Oh,
It was bound to happen sooner or later.
do
Yep.
tell me more.
So, consumersresearch.org says sign up for woke alerts today. And I guarantee that that's totally not just a marketing rip-off scam email harvesting thing.
Hmm.
Monkey's yelling. I did say that you said you were working on it, but I'm still going to keep mocking your butt because it's cool.
Ah, here we go. The woke alert service is free and consumers can sign up with their name and phone number. Okay, so it's literally just a data harvesting enterprise.
Hmm.
Can't say I'm surprised. Monkey, you
Yeah.
have a new job.
Make the real woke alerts. One
Hmm.
that doesn't steal people's shit.
Yeah. What do you need a name for? Like, for fuck's sake. It's clearly just data harvesting. Anyway.
It's gonna data harvest to find out who is trying to, be anti-woke,
Mhm.
and therefore, they can be targeted.
Yeah. And it totally won't... but I'm sure this consumer's research totally isn't just a standard screw you, rip off fucking marketing bastards company anyway.
I'll give it a 50-50 chance when I feel like being nice.
So, are you looking forward to hearing how we're all on a list this week?
Oh, go ahead.
What's one more?
Documents obtained by the Oversight Project show how the FBI equates protected online speech to violence. According to the FBI, using the terms based or red-pilled are signs of racially or ethnically motivated violent extremism.
Well, that's just based.
They just keep making fools of themselves, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to take this opportunity of saying hello to my CIA operative. Hello, Jimmy. I hope your wife and kids are doing well. Don't think too much about Philip. He's doing well, from what I know. Just don't dig too much into the truth, even though you know there's truth.
Trim just stealing my shtick.
Don't worry, the truth will set you free.
Came up with it at this point. They're both perfect replications of each other. It's almost like an AI wrote the joke,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Yes, Sultans of Shadilay is, in fact, an exceptionally sophisticated AI program.
I mean, don't think for a moment that the Sultans of Shadilay wouldn't take sponsorship from state intelligence agencies.
No, that wouldn't be a problem. We're still capitalists.
It's just that they'd probably be Russian.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Or Ukrainian.
That's assuming we actually come up with anything useful.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be up for them to decide.
No.
Just give them a jumbled
Not being useful is what they're after.
There you go.
So, further to that, using terms like looks maxing, Chad, and Stacy will get you on an FBI list for involuntary celibate violent extremism.
What?
Oh.
Stacy?
Yeah.
Yes. It's the woman version of the, before Chad became a good thing, it was a bad thing.
Well, we'll have a look at the images and see what they've actually got to say. So we'll start with how we're all going to show signs of racially or ethnically motivated violent extremism. Significant literature, including the No Mustache Man's famous work of literature, White Power by George Lincoln Rockwell, Turner Diaries by William Pierce, Siege by James Mason, and Next Sleep and Iron March anthology by Alexander Slavros.
So what they're saying is I should buy all of these in quick succession just to mess with them?
Yeah.
Surprised they just haven't taken the sensitivity readers to them.
I'd be careful with...
There's rolled down on there.
Hold on, let me check.
Mein Kampf becomes our Kampf.
Yes. Our struggle.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Oh my.
This is really low quality. Let's see if we can find a better version of the picture, because we've got the art. Oh, fucking Lily Hayes! I swear to God, bitch needs to be beaten with a dictionary.
I first thought you were gonna say something else that started with a D and I.
I mean, she could probably use a good one of those too.
No comment.
Do we have any actual links to the stuff? No, not really. That's a shame. So let's see if we can actually get through it with this really bad photo. Oh wow, this is bad. Can we get it in a new tab, a better version? Nope. So we have the year preceding 1489, which apparently refers to the so-called 10 plus 4 words. Nah, fuck this shit. Which we all know is some neo-Nazi bullshit. So we've got accelerationism, alt-right. Hold on. Alt-right is used by these people? No. Pay attention. Based, RMVs use the term to refer to someone who's been converted to racist ideology or as a way of indicating ideological agreement.
Okay, who compiled this list? Was it the SPLC?
Yeah, probably was.
Yeah.
Have you come across the alt-right bot on Twitter yet?
No.
What?
There
I'm sorry.
was a bot created on Twitter, basically to look at who you followed to tell people whether you're alt-right or not. I encountered it a couple of weeks ago when someone tried to use it on me to accuse me of being alt-right. It's kind of amusing, like watching these leftists literally being told what to think by a bot. I'm like, oh yeah, new programming coming in.
I mean, where's the difference between what they think with AI bots or, their usual sources of information?
Wow, yeah.
As soulless.
Yeah. What else do we have? We have Great Replacement. So Klaus Schwab is engaged in racially or ethnically motivated violent extremism. Got it.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a German.
The orange juice will not replace us. Because it's totally in response to perceptions that conspirators or others are plotting to replace white people through high non-white birth rates, mass immigration, and other messages. How the fuck is it a conspiracy theory? We've got them on video saying it.
Yeah, the theory part of that is a little lacking there, guys.
Do not believe your lying eyes and ears.
Yeah, I love this one.
LARPing. Apparently in this context, it's used to deride individuals accused of not being as extreme or in possession of skills or other valued characteristics.
Real
Sounds like-
LARPers are going to feel real sad now, aren't they?
Sounds like the FBI is LARPing as a law enforcement agency.
Ooh.
Yeah. What's really funny is that's not even how we if we're disparaging somebody for LARPing as something, that's not even how we use it.
But they're not very smart.
Like these people don't watch Sultans of Shadilay, clearly.
No.
Remember, folks, tell your local Fed.
all of slash poll is just gone. Because apparently that...
Obviously.
Yeah. Red pill. In the context of this bullshit made-up ideology they're talking about, taking the red pill or becoming red pill indicates the adoption of racist, anti-Semitic, or fascist beliefs. No.
No.
Careful, folks. Don't watch the fucking Matrix. The FBI will come visit you.
Yeah. Is the blue pill alright still? Or is that one evil too nowadays?
I'm sure it is. What else do we have? The white genocide, apparently.
What about the black pill suppository?
Ew.
I think that's currently considered stunning and or brave.
There we go.
And of course, white genocide, referring to some people's belief that the white race is in danger of extinction due to forced assimilation engineered by a conspiracy or brought about by demographic changes, feminism, multiculturalism, interracial relationships, abortion, and other social forces. Is that the same as the belief that the sun rises in the fucking east? You know, clearly observable fact.
Yeah. The chat is wondering what the acronyms stand for. The RMVE, RMVT, RMVF. That's racially motivated violent extremism.
Yes.
I guess the other one was terrorism, and then I'm not sure what the F would be.
I don't think
if
that
there even is an F.
I don't think there was an F or a T.
Okay, yeah, it's a little fuzzy on my screen, so.
The previously mentioned one would work really well with an organization that sounds like Blam Blam.
What?
BLM. Blim Blim.
Fuck's sake.
I tried to be clever, but I'm failing.
It was just so esoteric, no one got it.
Put the fucking wig back on, Trim.
No! No! No!
Oh, dear. What else do we have? Let's have a look at the incel list. Involuntary celibate violent extremism. So we have... people talking about doing an Elliot Rodgers. Yeah, those guys are probably nuts.
Yeah.
If someone says that they want to do an Elliot Rodger, yeah, maybe go after them. Leave the rest of us alone. Ascension, a term used to describe an incel leaving incel status by gaining sexual or romantic attention. I'm pretty sure that it's specifically sexual, but okay. Something cell. Suffix, which is added to words to describe specific types of incels, including bold cell, white cell, rape cell, escort cell. What the fuck is this shit? No one talks like this.
What about blood cell, stem cell, or, you know, any other kind of cell?
I don't think that's that smart. They're only the FBI.
Terrorist cell.
There
Yeah.
we go.
Chad. Race, including Chad, Preet, Chang, and Tyrone. Race-specific term used to describe idealized version of a male was very successful gaining sexual and romantic attention from women, and incels unsuccessfully compete against Chads for attention. I've never heard of Chad Preet.
Stella from Dragon Ball?
Yep. And then we've got like femoid, void, rosy. Terms used to dehumanize females.
Most of these are just fucking memes, Jesus.
Yeah, memes are evil, guys. Just know that. The FBI will get your memes.
It's over. A comment...
Oh, go ahead.
It's over. A comment which describes the hopelessness of being an incel. The typical response to this comment is, it never began. Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah, Violence in chat says the FBI are retarded. I disagree. I think they're just idiots.
I think that the reason they're called the FBI is that that's the only words they can spell. Oh, God. Looks maxing.
Shape Master says he's offended, then neglected. Shut it down!
Looks maxing. The process of self-improvement with the intent to become more attractive. That's right. Self-improvement is... What is it? Involuntary celibate violent extremism?
Yeah, it's evil. Stop it.
Yeah.
RMV.
Idiot.
Or sorry, yeah. ICVE.
Oh, here we go. Normie, blue pill. Derisive terms used to describe normal people, not used exclusively by incels. Red pill, black pill. Red pill refers to a belief shared by many online communities that society is corrupt. You got fucking evidence that it's not, mate.
Yeah. It proved to me that Zelensky is the good guy.
Yeah. And that the believer is a victim of this corruption. Again, prove it wrong. Black pill, which is specific to incels. Sorry, what? Refers to belief that...
Okay, guys, I guess we're all incels here.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we're incels too.
The woman is an incel.
I think
The two guys in a relationship are incels.
our primary supplier of black pills.
Do you want to get that picture back up again, Bessie?
This one.
That one, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could call me fucking Mary.
Clearly, this is just a psyop. You're not really
Yeah.
pregnant. You don't have a
Yeah.
puppy.
No. Not only is she an incel, she's about to give birth to another one.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
Oh god.
So, oh, Lord. So, this black pill, which is specific to incels such as this guy, refers to a belief that this corruption can only be changed through massive societal restructuring, often including violence. No! That's not what that means!
These
They
fucking
really do
idiots.
just make it up as they fucking go, don't they?
Jesus Christ.
Gee, they're making me sound fucking smart. And I'm a goddamn idiot. I know my place.
That's it. Trim's not
Just
dumb
like,
enough to work for the FBI.
Yeah. I'm overqualified.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Like the little gif there. You're not allowed to use that word.
Yeah.
That's our word.
So, does this... For fuck's sake, Crowder needs to hire someone who can actually write.
We should try to throw bleach at him. Like Bleach Demon.
Yes. And struck for violent threats.
I didn't. Crowder, no, don't shoot me, please. Ah!
It's okay. He's going to shoot you with a Walther.
Oh, okay.
If he wanted to really insult
Oh,
you,
wow.
he's a Keltec.
Even the New York Post...
Oh,
Even the New York Post says many of the terms mentioned in the FBI's list of incel terminology are either widely used across the internet or innocuous in nature. But one term in the glossary is red pill, which comes from the 1999 film The Matrix, and has been used as a metaphor for seeing hidden or politically incorrect truths about the modern world, particularly when it comes to politics or dating. The fucking New York Post knows this.
Jesus.
That's because the New York Post knows how to click www.knowyourmeme.com.
Urban Dictionary.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if the FBI tries to go to Urban Dictionary, every age around him will just dogpile him and beat the shit out of him.
He's an extremist. Get him.
No, it's just doing research. It's how it starts.
Yeah.
We got a live one.
Yeah.
That's disturbingly closer to reality than you fucking realize, Trim.
No, I'm pretty sure that is fucking how it goes down.
Yeah, what else do we have? And do they have anything that's not just repeating that article? There are many terms associated with self-pity rather than violence. Yep, no shit. Base is defined by the FBI as a word used to blah blah blah. In regular parlance, base is a context-specific word coined by rapper Little B that can mean as know your meme describes. Literally, they've looked at know your meme. Describes anything ranging from something that's agreeable and cool to something considered anti-woke.
I use it for the latter.
Ah.
Oh, by the way, guys, if we're ever in America and somebody shoots me with a Keltec, can you please just stomp my face in so I don't die from the bullet wound?
Well,
I'll tell them
well,
to
well,
actually
well,
hit you with a Barrett.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to say that we'd say you got gang raped to death in the prison showers, because that'd be considerably less gay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just make sure I die any other way. I don't care how.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a Bobcat raises a valid point. Would you rather it was a Keltec or a High Point?
Oh,
I'd
God.
rather take a boot to the face.
Careful, puppy.
Mm-hmm. Would someone like to read the next one on stupid, dumb shit that idiots on TikTok are doing?
Sure. There is yet another TikTok trend that doctors have to debunk. This one isn't about curing strep throat or eating cat food, thank the Lord. This trend consists of people attempting to do dental work on themselves at home. Because why not?
What?
Yeah, I had a lot of the what moment there too. As it turns out, there are actually many why nots. TikTokers are trying to bleach their own teeth with hydrogen peroxide, tying rubber bands around them to try and perfect the alignment, and shaping their teeth with nail files and sandpaper. Good
Whoa.
God.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say like this: TikTok could prove to be the best place for a Darwin Award.
Oh, it's
Just
going to
remind me of
produce some
Sleepy
Darwin
Hollow.
Awards.
Nature always finds a way.
I don't know if this hydrogen peroxide thing is a real big deal or not. Now, it depends on the solution level, like the saturation level. But for years, people over here have been using hydrogen peroxide mixed with baking soda to whiten their teeth.
Yeah, the problem is,
Yeah,
you know that
you're
these
right.
idiots are just
You can
grabbing
buy-
hydrogen, a straight bottle, and doing it. And yeah,
Oh,
as I think
by all
Disco
means,
was
I mean,
just saying, is that you can literally buy DIY at home kits. The difference is you're talking about like 1%.
yeah. Yeah. And, by all means, if you want to chug hydrogen peroxide and turn yourself into what amounts to an organic bomb, feel free.
Crow provides average TikTok. Actually, I think I've got some
Oh, I do like that.
legitimate whitening strips in the bathroom. Let me...
I said I wanted more cowbell.
He's
gotta
really
sit
good in that
this.
film, to be fair.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah, no,
I like.
he was the best part of that movie.
Yeah.
The thing is, it reminded me of that because in the story he had filed his teeth. That's all.
Yeah. A lot of, I think quite a lot of the mercenaries, like the Hessians, were actually doing that.
Somewhere.
Tristan Armstrong says his grandfather carved his own dentures. That's fucking base.
I mean, that's considerably less fucked up than this. Here we go. I did have some in the bathroom. Let me see if I can find the percentage.
That's probably 1 to 3 if it's just regular pharmaceutical stuff.
It does not say on this package, which is understandably unhelpful. Oh, no, sorry, there we go. 5.2% by weight hydrogen peroxide.
By weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what W by W means. Something like that. It's just weird shit they put on it, but...
Yeah.
It's also done in a gel form, so it just sticks to the teeth. Yeah. But yes, it does like to mix with organic compounds.
Did you know if you drink hydrogen peroxide, it will cause your stomach to foam up?
Yeah,
and it will
because
come out of your nose and your mouth.
it's a ridiculously strong
and you end up
base.
vomiting. It can also burn your throat.
Like other strong bases.
Yeah, it's really, really clear on the bottle, not for internal use.
I was watching, funnily enough, a TikTok where this woman basically drank hydrogen peroxide without realizing it initially. And then she was too scared to look up the poison information because she wanted, she was like, I don't know if it's going to kill me or not. So she didn't bother calling for help. She was on the phone to her grandparents, foaming at the mouth, and still didn't ask them about it. I was just like, this woman has no self-preservation skills. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, we need to allow these people to, remove themselves from the gene pool.
I am okay with this.
I'm not saying we kill all the stupid people. We just got to remove some warning labels and let the problem sort itself out.
Darwin.
Anyway.
You mean such things as if someone's involved in a car crash and they're the driver and they've got a blood alcohol content over the legal limit, we just leave them there?
Yeah.
Especially if it's on fire, because they'll burn really well with alcohol.
Consequences of your own actions being a thing, yeah.
In Minecraft. Wait, is that on the list?
I don't think you can drive in Minecraft.
I think that was on the last list.
Okay, I'll get back to the article here. Dr. Stephen, I'll say Lou, the federal president of the Australian Dental Association. Oops. Oh. What are you doing? There we go.
Sorry, Marco
This
was like,
TikTok dude-
the guy in the video hasn't been heard from since the third video he made.
Oh, nice.
Oh, boy.
Dr. Stephen Liu, blah, blah, blah. Australian Dental Association said these trends are, quote, catastrophic and lead to, quote, severe long-term consequences that can be difficult to reverse. Regarding the DIY bleaching trend, Liu said there are cases where use of the wrong concentration of bleach, don't use bleach, kids, has killed the tooth, and when that happens, you end in pain and usually require root canal therapy. Though dentists can use bleach when whitening teeth, I'm reasonably sure they don't use actual bleach. The Therapeutic Goods Association controls the level of bleach used by dentists for safety. Hydrogen peroxide is only safe for teeth in very small doses. Dr. Jeffrey Coe, another Australian dentist, said one of the worst trends he's seen is people attempting to clean their own gums with a scaler hook.
Oh,
This is scaler. Purchased
Oh.
online, which causes
Fuck.
damage to gums, recession, and sensitivity. Yeah, don't drink bleach for one thing, and go to the dentist. And yeah, where they're using the term bleach, I think they should be using the term bleaching.
yeah, bleaching. Because normally when I hear bleach, I think of what is it, sodium hypochlorite?
Sodium chloride. Yeah,
No, sodium chloride's
chlorine
fine.
bleach. Chlorine bleach. There we
Yeah,
go.
which I'm pretty sure is the sodium hypochlorite. But yeah, that's very different. Fuck.
Yeah, it's not the same as hydrogen peroxide.
Hydrogen peroxide, yeah.
Oh, God. My God, these guys are just fucking retarded.
And
Yep.
Marcin Johansson is revealing a fetish for dentists in chat.
To be fair, it's really awkward when the dentist has a nice pair of knockers and she's leaning over you.
I know, but it's also quite enjoyable in certain types, you know.
Did you know if you mix bleach and alcohol, you can create chloroform at home?
Thanks for
There's
sharing.
information our viewers probably
The
should know.
more you know.
This is the kind of shit you learn when you run a cleaning company.
Yeah, also don't mix chlorine bleach and ammonia
Yeah, no.
in any form.
No.
That creates a different thing you can use.
I mean, don't mix bleach with just about anything. Because you're either going to get hydrogen or chlorine off-gassing. Neither of which is great.
Neither of which is particularly breathable.
I mean,
Yes, no one particularly wants chloramine glass.
at least breathing straight hydrogen won't immediately kill you. It'll only kill you if it completely displaces the oxygen. Now, however, if you happen to have a spark and the right air mix, ooh.
Yeah, don't have a cigarette after you've been breathing hydrogen for a while.
One hell of a way to go, eh?
Also, if you mix bleach and vinegar, that's chlorine gas, which is used in chemical warfare.
So what I'm hearing is we can't make bleach demon sour then.
I mean, we can mix him
You
with
can't have him with salt and vinegar.
hydrochloric acid.
It's amazing just how easy it is to come across these stuff and make very, very deadly things at home.
Yeah, I mean, the recipe for napalm is ridiculously easy.
Well, it just goes to show how much bullshit there is in the, oh, my guns, oh, my school shootings. You can literally just buy a couple of bottles of naughty, naughty things from an assorted things and have yourself a lovely, fun, illegal time.
Well, I mean, during the whole, or one of the arguments against gun control in the UK was the fact that when they brought in gun control and then later knife control, kids who wanted to rob people were just going around throwing acid in people's faces.
Mm-hmm.
But that is just part and parcel of living in a modern city, don't you know?
Plus, if you have a squirt gun, it's very easy to use.
Mm-hmm.
You won't get shot for holding a squirt gun either. Well, maybe unless you're in America.
Or Sweden. They actually shot a kid who had Down syndrome because he pointed a toy gun at a police officer and he shot the kid.
I mean, depends on the kind of
fair,
toy gun.
The kid out of his misery.
The problem with that is they say toy gun. Airsoft guns are toys.
Yeah,
and if I was a cop and someone pointed an airsoft gun at my head, I wouldn't fucking take chances.
Nope.
Yeah, the thing is, they're not always with a little orange cap on the end. Although, if I was trying to role play, so I was thinking about it, wouldn't you just take a gun, dip the barrel in a little bit of orange on the tip to make the police think it's not a real gun?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, and
That's the
also,
most real thing I've ever heard. I love
also, Crow, airsoft guns come with two tips. you unscrew because they can't. They must sell them with an orange tip. They do, but there's nothing to say that they
Mine
can't
come with
just
one.
include the black tip in it as well. Depends on where you
Yeah,
are.
my one didn't. Although you can buy air rifles in the UK and they don't have any kind of tip like that. So then again, they're a little bit more deadly, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, potentially.
Anyway, now speaking of England, I think this is England. Cheshire, is that England? Probably.
Cheshire, yeah.
Oh.
Police make arrest after unresponsive man screams he was stabbed in the eye. Yeah. All those laws against stabbing people working really well.
Yep. I mean, because criminals, again, criminals are so very known for following the law.
And they arrest him on suspicion of assault. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure stabbing someone in the eye is a little bit above common assault.
Yeah, that's depending on your jurisdiction, it's at least assault causing, if not
I'm
aggravated.
yeah. I don't know if British common law has aggravated.
Canada does, so I don't know. Maybe.
It's hard to tell.
I'm
Meanwhile,
not really known about
the
laws
dirty
nowadays.
fucking coppers in the UK are using drones that I guarantee are technically outside of the weight limits to chase down speeding and unsafe driving. No, fuck off. Goddamn bunch of cowards. Go do some real police work.
Well, they can't exactly run from the videos we've seen of the modern policeman. I mean, sorry, woman or man or
Police
they-
ma'am.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, land whale ahoy. That's the best thing I can say. They couldn't be able to run. I am fucking in better shape than them at this point.
Probably.
Yeah. Jesus.
Meanwhile, in world news, the French have surrendered again to China.
Surprising no one.
So
Yes,
French traitor Macron rejects American rhythm on Taiwan, nods to China's unity after meeting with Xi. Listen, you fucking bastard. We do not
you
want
surrender monkey.
anything that the Chinese Communist Party wants is bad. You do not understand this.
Yep.
They're communists.
I hate it. I hate the CCP. Wait, is that hate speech? Whatever,
No.
fuck it. Fuck the CCP.
It's not hate speech because it's politically motivated extremism.
Okay, there we go. Hardliner against the CCP. Get fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, Macron is on the side of fucking Xi Jinping?
Of course he is.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Well,
is
what
it?
do you expect from a communist
Shouldn't be the
traitor?
least bit surprising,
Oh,
considering what the first thing in trending is.
that is disgusting.
Speaking of communist
Go
traitors,
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. That's probably the story about how Trudeau's foundation claimed they had returned a donation from the CCP, and then turned out, oh no, sorry, we had a look and it turned out we kept it, but we still didn't do anything wrong. We swear.
honest.
Aha. So how long until I can get rid of Trudeau? Because I think he's been caught red-handed with in the hand of. I think he was caught red-handed with his hand in the cookie jar. I think once every week lately.
No, yeah. The soonest that, well, there could be an election theoretically. There could be an election called at any time in Canada.
Yeah, but when do we
depending on
get to
how votes
charge
go in
Trudeau with
Parliament.
43 felony charges?
Oh, that just will not happen.
Because
The best we can hope for is that he's just gone.
unlike the orange-haired mad lad, Trudeau's actually guilty of 43 different crimes.
Mm.
Not just the same crime, lied about 43 times.
Yeah. But also, he's also Klaus Schwab's favorite butt buddy. I like it when he's in the blackface.
No, Bobcat's like, wasn't there a Chinese donation scam going on in Australia too? Yeah, but they resolved that by accepting more bribes.
There you go.
The Australian government is brought and fucking paid for by the Chinese. Not even ideologically captured. Just brought and fucking paid for.
So they're on the trim business model.
Yeah, but even I
Trim
would
like
do
enough
that.
money.
Yeah, but the problem
Yeah,
is, they weren't even good capitalists about it. Because they sold out for fucking pennies.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
If I would
If
sell
you
out,
if
I
you're
would
going
fucking do it for
exactly,
millions.
if you're going to sell out an entire nation, try to get at least $1 billion for the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at Biden. He knows how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm unbribable. It's just I'm not cheap.
There you go.
Yeah.
Tristan Armstrong responding to the election question. In 2021, Trudeau was elected with a minority, an extreme minority. He'll be in office, excuse me, until the Sikh socialist decides to non-confidence him. Basically, yeah, we're looking at the latest it could be is 2025. But theoretically, if there was non-confidence, it could be any time. It won't be. Practically, there is no way that Jagmeet Singh would give up that kind of control.
How do you get one of those no confident votes?
Well,
started?
you need to have a group of. You need to have at least a certain percentage of parliament who aren't communists.
Oh,
Yes.
And
I feel so damn sorry for you.
I don't know.
No, we're absolutely controlled.
It's probably something like 25 or 33% need to sign a petition, but I don't believe for a second that 25% of Canada's politicians aren't filthy fucking commies.
I'm sorry, did you just say something about a petition to try and do like a recall vote? Is that what you're getting at?
I'm not sure.
There is no mechanism for that in Canada.
No, I don't mean like a recall vote. I mean to run the non-confidence. Yeah, there has to be at least however many agree.
Yeah, there has to be a majority against whatever motion is put forward, and then a no confidence has to be moved. Yeah.
Right.
I love parliamentary processes. Really, I do. They don't
Pain.
give me headaches at all.
Mhm.
Anybody else have a twitch in their left eye?
Maybe Spoon's onto something with the monarchy. You only have to kill one bastard.
Exactly. I
Reasonable.
tend to agree with Spoon when it comes to monarchy. It's not necessarily a bad idea.
It's not like it could be more fucking corrupt.
Well,
honestly,
I mean, it's,
honestly, at this point, monarchy is. We already have monarchy. It just has a different name.
Yeah, basically.
Same
Uh,
shit.
Tristan says he suspects the opposition could call for a vote of non-confidence in Chancellor Valorum. That's exactly what did happen in Star Wars.
Yeah.
The problem is, it was supposedly the bad guy who called for the non-confidence vote.
Yeah.
and then set up a monarchy so that he could defend the friggin' galaxy. Palpatine did nothing wrong.
A safe and secure society.
Star Wars is pro-Jedi propaganda.
Well, it's got to be. Why did it talk about the weird fucking Jar Jar thing too that much?
Oh, God.
It's just to distract from the crimes the terrorists are committing.
Yeah. The transition of my gender and race has left me scarred and deformed. But I assure you, my resolve has never been stronger.
Don't make me get the pencil video, Trim.
Oh God.
Oh, okay. Mercy. I just had to.
All right. Let's see. Up next, we have Florida Sheriff again. I love Florida Sheriffs.
Is he being based?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Oh, yeah. I saw
Breath
this
of
one.
fresh
This one was good.
Can you read that out loud and proud?
No, I'm going to play the video.
Sheriff, you mentioned the gun. Do we know how the suspect got a hold of gun. Do we know how the suspect got a hold of the weapon?
Car burglaries.
Car burglaries. Yeah. Ain't that right? All the gun laws we got in place didn't prevent it, did it? Neither will any new ones. Because here's the fact. The bad guy's going to get a gun no matter what law you have put in place. These juveniles shouldn't even possess a handgun. But they did. And I'll go back to you. Add your question. A simple burglary, as some people will say, but I don't consider anything simple when it comes to a burglary. The law allows me, I'll plaster their face up on this page, up on my page, up on media. I will hand it out if the law allows me, because parents have the right to know who their kids are hanging out with and preventing this.
Damn right.
Yeah, wow.
God
Yeah,
damn.
I
that's a
absolutely
rough
love
question.
that he put the onus back on the people it should be on, the parents of these kids.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Yes.
Why shouldn't parents know what dirtbags are around the community?
And why shouldn't the community have the ability to eject said dirtbags?
With a cannon.
Yes.
If need be, I prefer trebuchet, of course.
Trebuchet,
reject,
that's
reject modernity, embrace tradition, put your bad guys in trebuchets and yeet them into the sea.
They're also more cost effective.
Mm.
It's true. And it's environmentally sustainable because it's made
Yeah.
of wood.
Mm. So, are the three of you all looking forward to getting conscripted for World War III?
No.
Oh, I don't have to worry about it.
I'm mentally ill. I claim the 5th. I don't know.
Oh,
claim
bro.
If
That
you're
just
not
means
good.
you'll get put in a retard battalion.
I'll be Operation Meat Shield. Yes. Operation Meat Shield. These are the psychos that want to kill themselves. Let's send them front line because I don't give a fuck anymore.
I mean, do you
Oh my God.
do you not recall the big scandal from Vietnam where it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
if you're stupid enough to come here, we'll hire you.
I mean, that's pretty much what happened with the Australian forces. I think it was World War II, wasn't it? It was one of the wars, anyway. They had a whole Australian battalion that basically got fucking destroyed because they used them like a meat shield.
Oh, you mean like every fucking time the British have commanded Australian forces?
Yeah, that's
Some
about
land
right.
forces, yeah.
So I still hold a
Well, you
fucking
know,
grudge
British
against
lives are
the
more
entire
valuable,
fucking
obviously.
family line of that dickhead navigator who put us on the wrong fucking beach. This whole fucking bloodline needs to be cursed.
Here I am skating between being Australian and also British.
So
Do I
you hate yourself and want to see yourself die. Okay, understandable.
Tally ho intensifies.
So the reason I ask, turns out there are US troops fighting in Ukraine. Turns out that
No,
Putin
they're just
wasn't long.
advisors. Yeah.
Biden caught sending US troops to fight in Ukraine. Yeah, when did Congress authorize this? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ. This is just stupid now.
I hate this whole thing. This whole conflict.
Yeah.
Zelensky, Putin, all of them, they could just burn in hell for
It's,
life.
it's just a money-making scheme. It's just their version of the Iraq War.
Oh yeah.
It's literally just the Iraq. It's fucking it's literally Vietnam again. It's so yeah. According to the document that was leaked, the UK has the largest contingent of special forces, followed by Latvia, France, the US, and the fucking Dutch again. Every bloody time. How can a country so
Always.
small be involved in every clusterfuck?
It's always the Dutch. We should blame Maureen. It's pretty much her fault at this
Oh.
point. She's Dutch.
Well, wait till we get to what Disco sent me about the fucking Dutch later.
Great.
While it says, I'm sorry that we Americans have not kept cooks out of our government. Yep. Meanwhile, in East Palestine, a truck hauling contaminated soil crashed. 20,000 pounds of soil all over the place, fully contaminated.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
This is just Ohio keeps getting fucked, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Speaking of fuckwit, the FBI has been sending undercover agents to spy on Catholic churches for domestic extremism.
Right. Okay. Certainly an interesting idea.
Yeah, pain.
Yeah, but I just can't fucking stop themselves. Such as the classified document leak that says that claims the government knew about the Buffalo shooting in advance.
Oh, what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, apparently. Just trying to find anything useful because, God forbid, Crowder's writers actually fucking tell you. Oh, it's Chalica. God, I don't like him. OG told his online companions that the government hid horrible truths from the public. Claimed, according to the members, that the government knew in advance that a white supremacist... Oh, so another FBI agent. It's ridiculous.
I mean, that's one word for it, but I would like to use another word that's a bit.
Speaking of
focused.
three-letter agencies that need to be disbanded,
Hmm.
the media are finally reporting on IRS coming after your $600 side hustles.
IRS, the organization not even the fucking Joker wants to fuck with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you need to file what a 1099-K apparently every time there's $600 or more for one transaction. So apps like Venmo and PayPal will report these $600 transactions directly to the IRS. So you better be fucking careful you don't pay your rent via PayPal or Venmo.
Yes. This is the
Lovely.
problem. Like, people who are doing like content, like for example, tips can often be used like for Sultans. Some of the tips, PayPal is one of the options for some of the stuff that is available for creators who are wanting to get finances. It's kind of like trying to fuck you at every opportunity.
And we can't even use PayPal as a payout method for fucking Subscribestar because PayPal are a bunch of pussies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They do have balls, but they're firmly in vices.
I like that.
So the next one's a good one. Do you remember these two white supremacists?
Yes.
Vaguely.
These are
Very white, very supreme.
These are the two white MAGA supporters who assaulted Justice Smollett and threatened to kill him.
This is MAGA country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are Trump supporters.
Oh. The meme is real. Don't let your memes be dreams, guys.
Ah, dear. So, yeah, I don't care about the rest of the article. It's just funny. They apparently support Trump.
Well, I really don't care, though. I mean,
yeah.
they paid actors to hit Smollett. I mean, who wouldn't hit Smollett? If you get paid for it, good.
I think a lot of people would beat him up for free.
Yeah, including me. I mean, in Minecraft, of course, I would never
with
do it
permission.
in real life. Yes.
Consensual beating. If we're going to keep doing these stupid celebrity boxing matches, I want Justice Smollett versus anyone.
Can we have him have a boxing match with a brick wall that's falling on him?
I mean, we could alternatively do a wet paper bag.
He'd probably still struggle.
Hmm.
Oh, Patriot says Jesse versus Don Lemon. Ah,
I don't think it would go the way you think it would go.
I mean, if I wanted to watch two lesbian queers slap fighting each other,
Yeah.
there are better ways.
Yep.
Meanwhile, in Sleepy Joe news, when he went to Ireland, he confused the rugby team with the controversial 1920s era British police force. Oh shit, he confused the All Blacks with a British police force. Holy shit, that's special. The New Zealand fucking team, huh? He appeared to mistake New Zealand's All Blacks rugby team with the Black and Tans, a brutal force deployed against rebels during the Irish War of Independence. Holy crap.
More or less painful.
He's just straight up senile. We know he's an evil bastard, but he's just straight up senile.
I'm still fully convinced that he has dementia.
He's definitely got dementia.
I don't think he's got dementia. I think he's just a lizard person. So, his plans are just beyond our understanding. That's all it is.
I have from reliable sources that the lizard men take offense to that.
Seems reasonable. Up next, we have the article that somebody was referring to. Turns out that of the 13 Proud Boys involved with January 6, 8 of them were paid by the FBI. You couldn't make this shit up.
I wish I was paid by them.
Yeah.
I'll stage an insurrection.
I'll stage an insurrection. I'll just go and yell insurrection.
It's so ridiculous.
Ugh. Pain.
Hmm.
I said painful, and it just keeps on going.
Well, how about something cringe instead?
Oh, okay.
Florida's professor leaves $109,000 a year job following claim he faked data on racism studies. No! A Marxist would never fake a study. So, dipshit, who had 6 of his studies retracted, has been absent from the college since mid-March after a new investigation of his work, renewed scrutiny over claims that he fabricated data by altering sample sizes to make the results appear more racist. What's that? So, someone altered research results for profit? No, but the scientists would never lie to us, Trim.
What? No, of course not. Why would they?
So in the 2019 claim, whoever said their findings showed no relationship between the growth of minority groups and the severity of criminal sentences handed to them. Despite the result, the paper was published with altered data claiming there was a correlation, with Pickett knowing that many of the changes appeared to have been tacked on just before publication. Funny that. The biggest change, that he pointed out, was the sample size growing to 1,184 respondents, even though they only had 500. And the study's conclusion came from handpicking the data from 91 counties instead of the full list of 326.
Yeah, you gotta cherry pick it because you can't really say the truth because the truth goes against what you want it to be.
Also, I'll be honest, it doesn't sound like their study was terribly good if they had 500 respondents over 326 counties. Like, come on.
I mean, they're Marxists. Since when are they actually put any fucking effort in anything?
Oh no, this is the actual results. I'm saying that the actual study was flawed, and then this guy lied about it to make it seem even worse.
Oh. Oh, that's even more.
Mm-hmm. And the data was also altered in other ways, and those alterations produced the article's main findings. So just lies, lies, more lies. And he's out of his job now.
Oh, at least there's some justice.
Patriot asked someone misreading it. Looks like he actually added info that made minorities look more criminal. No, he was adding data that made it look like they were getting more severe sentences for the same crime.
Let's see. Besek, I need to go now as I have social interactions in real life I need to take care of.
That sounds
You're
pretty
planning
lame.
the monarchist overthrow of Norway?
No, we already have a king, Ardent. We've always
I
had
said I mean a real king, someone with actual power.
We have a real king. We just really don't need him until there's a military necessity. So I certainly would like him to step in and kick out whoever the hell is in charge now, because I swear to God, God Stöd is a fucking idiot. Fucking Ape should be abolished as a party, dumbass motherfucker. Anyway, I'm gonna, that's me. Have a good one, guys. I hope the black pill suppository isn't too bad. Other than that, have a good one. Goodbye.
Goodbye,
See you,
Tim.
Trim.
Bye.
All right, what do we have next? Oh, some base
Oh
news.
god, this one's beautiful.
Missouri officials refuse to work with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, saying all federal so-called gun laws are unconstitutional.
Based.
That's based as fuck. Bunch of chads down in Missouri. I think they've taken the red pill.
Yep.
Meanwhile, that dipshit fucking traitor General Milley had Walter Reed Military Hospital send a cease and desist order to the Catholic Church providing pastoral care to service members during Holy Week. A secular defense contractor is being paid to counsel troops again. Instead. Sorry, how can a secular defense contractor provide religious care?
Well, he's probably going to suggest that they all consider embracing their inner trans person.
Probably. God, that slimy piece
That's
of
what
shit.
Millie
So filthy
apparently
fucking
does. You've
traitor.
seen the memes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that probably is a direct violation of the First Amendment.
Yeah, the First Amendment was the one about government making no
Law
regarding
regarding
religion,
religion, yeah. But if they are denying service members access to what we can vaguely call religious care, that should be a lawsuit. But a lot of the judges are corrupt anyway. Meanwhile, a student says she needed security guard at school due to classmates throwing her life over conservative views. After she voiced her pro-life views on campus, she was doxxed and threatened. And of course, the college was doing absolutely nothing to protect her. And then at one point,
Wokeism, a religion of peace.
I mean, I think I've heard of more woke terror attacks recently than I have Islamic.
I wouldn't be surprised. They're trying to compete, you see.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in another place, retarded students list bizarre demands including free abortion pills, hormone therapy after derailing conservative event. University of Albany students will list off a slew of demands including free abortion pills and hormone replacement therapy during a student association senate meeting. Why do they... Shut up, you're there to learn.
No, they're not. They're there to be babysat.
Basically.
You remember the woman screaming about how Yale wasn't providing a home sort of environment?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They want to. They have demands that include requiring student organisations to undergo training that explicitly prohibits transphobia. We're not afraid, we just hate them. And requiring student organisations to uphold diversity, equity, and inclusion, and including transphobia and definition of hate speech. Oh, fuck off. It's just a bunch of commie bitches. And someone desecrated a Bible. I challenge them to do that to a Quran and see what happens. Boom. Let's have a look at the migrant crisis in Britain up next, shall we? Britain now spending £2 billion of taxpayer money a year on asylum seekers.
Holy Christ.
That couldn't possibly be spent on welfare for the unemployed and disabled native Brits, could it?
I'd rather they spend $2 billion a year on privateers and mining the channel.
Based. I mean, that'd actually probably cost less money, because that's just the direct spend. When you take into account the economic damage, it probably costs way more.
Yeah, probably would.
Not to mention that privateers like to spend their money, so all the local pubs would see a massive uptick, which they need after the government destroyed their entire business model.
What you do is you improve the facilities at sea. So we have all the fishermen going back, and they're all protected by the privateers who will prevent our fishing waters being taken by the French. You go from there slowly, bit by bit. All the pubs start having a big fish markets, not the pubs, all the seaside towns have these big fish markets now. So they're selling loads because of all the people now living off the sea, and fancy that.
Tristan has an interesting point. If the English/Scottish population of the UK survives into the 23rd century, this period of the migrant invasion will be described in precisely the same terms as the Dane Gold. Yeah. Pretty spot on. Ah, dear. And Italy is also having such problems. Record 6,500 migrants arrive in Italy in just 4 days. Local leaders call for more cash to support struggling public services. Sorry, that's your fucking solution. I can think of a solution that'll cost 50 cents a fucking head. And there won't be any more heads left.
That's not fair. Ralphus costs way more.
Yeah. So, yeah. And of course, they've come up with a new way that we're racist. Hate the smell of body odor? You might be xenophobic. Bizarre study finds people who are sensitive to disgusting smells are more likely to have negative attitudes towards migrants. So what you're saying is that migrants smell disgusting?
Apparently.
But yes, apparently...
It's always hilarious watching these people have a complete lack of self-awareness.
Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, here we go. Trigger Hippie says, that's a funny way of saying migrants smell of feces, sweat, and urine, but okay. But yeah, I'd say the whole thing's bullshit.
Yeah.
But
I did enjoy this article. I mean, it's very mask off, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it literally says disgust at the smell of feces, sweat, and urine may be linked to xenophobia. Yes, and a lack of disgust at that may be linked to a sudden death from cholera.
It's like, no, you just racist. You don't like migrants. I never said the migrants smelled like poo.
Yep.
Who said that?
I like the second bullet point there, that scientists, the framing of it, scientists claim that steering clear of disgusting smells is a natural mechanism.
Yeah, no, that's no
Like,
claim.
it's somehow,
We've known for decades.
Yeah,
we've known for centuries that if you stay away from things that smell bad, you're less likely to get disease. And then once we figured out germ theory, then we knew why staying away from things that smell bad is good for you. Because dead, rotting things are covered in nasty bacteria. Just like shit. Pro tip, if the waterhole smells of shit, don't drink from it. And if the street smells like shit, you're in India.
No, you're just a racist. That's what it is. If you were tolerant and accepting, you would embrace the poopy smell. Because apparently, according to the Mail Online, that's what refugees smell like.
I absolutely
The
love
Mail
how
is saying that.
Yeah.
yeah.
So fucking mask off.
Yeah.
But when it works into overdrive, it could trigger hostility towards refugees. I'm sorry, but if the refugees smell of feces, sweat, and urine, maybe they should fuck off. Get the hose out. We'll pressure wash the migrants, Disco. We'll get a fire hose, stand at Calais, and pressure wash migrants and stream that.
Let's do it.
Live action migrant pressure washing. Oh dear, it's so fucking stupid. Meanwhile, from
call it something a little less inflammatory, like live action bathing,
providing free showers for newly arrived immigrants.
Yep.
Yeah. So speaking of immigrants, good old Carl Benjamin, the man who killed Sargon of Akkad, says, "Good morning. This is a reminder that London is not an English city, as John Cleese observed. African immigrant attempted to behead a police officer and only managed to cut his face and throat. Hackney, London."
Yeah, this video is interesting for another aspect of it as well.
What's that? Because I don't think we can play this on YouTube.
Probably not. There's a female officer and a male officer wrestling with the culprit, and he still manages to get back to his feet, kind of shoves the female away, and the moment she's out of the way, the male officer basically goes, "Okay, sunshine, come here."
Yeah, funny
and
that.
Basically body blocks him right into the ground. It's hilarious to watch because it becomes very clear that the reason the male officer was not treating the culprit as rough as he could have was because he was concerned about his female colleague's safety.
So he should have picked both of them up and body slammed them. Maybe she'd fucking learn.
Well, it's just another reinforcement of the fact that women do not belong in combat roles.
And now Bobcat he's probably making that point to shield for stop and frisk. Oh god, if he is. It really just is proof that he's killed Sargon of Akkad. Fucking stop and frisk. What a fucking affront to human rights. Violence says female officers should only be involved in cases of female perpetrators. You mean how they used to be when they were first allowed in?
The best of it is, I've actually heard from people kind of in that kind of field that the women actually make fantastic detectives.
Yeah,
I mean that's not terribly surprising.
They have a really good attention to detail, so they're quite good at interviewing suspects, and so
probably got a better proclivity to organization as well.
So putting them in the kind of detective roles actually works out pretty well, rather than the Bobby on the beat that might need to tackle somebody. So you could absolutely have women in the police force. You wouldn't have to be like, nope, nope, no women in the police. You just play to people's strengths. But I guess that's sexist.
No,
That's
instead we
me.
need to send lone female officers into groups of 1,000 Muslim men, and then act all surprised when they get sexually assaulted.
Yeah, and I mean, another point too. I mean, when I was bouncing, there were times that some of the women that came into the bar were significantly larger frame-wise than I was. And if we're talking about female police officers taking care of female perpetrators, I mean, if you have a 5'2" female officer who weighs 140 pounds going up against a female culprit who's 6'2" and 160 pounds or 180 pounds, you kind of need a male to look at that tall female and go, look, you look like you could take a punch. Be compliant or be complied.
Yeah. And that's not even taking into account all the new women.
Exactly, yeah. Somebody in the chat made that comment as well.
Mm-hmm.
The Patriot, yeah.
Oh, good. Now moving on to how everything we love is being ruined in the realms of media this time.
Is this going to be Dungeons and Dragons? Oh, the woman DeLorean.
It's going to be the whale. And don't worry, I'm not going to show everyone her nude photo.
I was gonna say, at least she's got her fucking clothes on this time.
Yeah.
You know, small mercies.
I don't really understand that episode. I watched it and I didn't see the point in any of it. It didn't progress the story. It didn't add anything. It was just a
it was just
diversion.
a vehicle for a random black woman to have more representation.
Yeah, I haven't watched a single episode of the new season, and I don't plan to.
So yeah, Jack Black, who, okay, at least he's not a fat black woman, but what the fuck was he doing there?
If he identifies as a woman, doesn't he technically count as a fat black woman?
Yeah, but Jack Black's barely ever been relevant anyway.
True.
He's a mediocre actor at best. In fact, his best work is when he's not on screen.
Yeah,
he's far better as a voice actor.
Yeah, his best work was with Kyle Gass. Absolutely.
Yeah. The thing is, he's not trying to be a good actor. He literally just plays himself.
Yeah. So yeah, unsurprisingly, the lowest rated entry in the series to date. Yeah.
Jesus, they even managed to spell Duchess wrong in that last article.
Oh, well, it's fucking personal, isn't it? Jesus crap. Just an embarrassment.
Yeah, it's disturbing, to say the least. Rotten Tomatoes is giving it a 64% for audiences already. Wow.
I think that was the season.
Shademaster says they had to spell it in pigeon.
Yeah, I think that was the season that, yes. The season
that
is 64%
at some point I've got to
review.
look at BBC Pigeon. Gotta do that on one of my live streams. That'll be entertaining.
Meanwhile, the Acolyte actor Charlie Barnett says the best parts about Star Wars is there's no good or evil. Depends on what side you're standing on. No, I'm pretty sure Anakin is evil.
Yeah, the child killing is kind of a giveaway, don't you think?
Well, to be fair,
he did it twice.
I mean, fucking woke tards think that child killing's a good thing, so.
Well, yeah, they are pro-abortion after all.
Well, that's it. And when we get to the
Jedi is technically the wokies.
Yeah. And I mean, when we get to the article that Disco brought along that really caught up for all the black pills, yeah.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Disco.
sorry, I was being an incel.
Hmm.
Now the Bobcat asks, can we take a moment to observe all of the contributions that obese black women have made to Western civilization? I don't think Aunt Jemima is all that important
Yeah,
in the grand scheme
not
of things.
really. But no, wokies don't care about killing children. They seem... Hold on a sec.
Yeah, and this whole thing about there is no good or evil depends on what side you're standing on. No. The line was from a certain point of view, and that was about truth.
Yeah. And no, there was definitely evil, such as anything Anakin did.
Anything Anakin do? Oh, don't worry. My brain was thinking anything I can do, you can do better, but like was trying to make it about Anakin killing younglings. Never mind.
Well, to be fair, black women are better at it.
It's not fair. Margaret Sanger wasn't black.
No, but she
He
had an
was
opinion
after
on
he
them.
got burnt. Anakin certainly was after he was burnt, though. He killed a bunch of younglings and then became black.
Oh,
Turned
fuck.
himself into a hot dog.
I can't wait till we get to Rumble so Arden can share his joke.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry, no. So I can share Tosty's joke as
Oh,
well.
okay.
Tosty had a good joke.
Toasty being a spicy sweet.
Very spicy. So let's moving
As he
on.
should be.
So, guess what the wokies are whining about this time?
God knows.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is glorious.
Sorry, I thought complaining about the skin
yeah.
color of a character was racist.
That's exactly what I said.
I want them to find an actress whose eyes are that wide apart with
And a nose
eyebrows
that
on the
broad.
top of their fucking forehead, you know?
And look at it. Melanin, where is it? Dave says, in all the roles that black people have been cast in white roles.
Yeah, but if you point now, you're a racist.
Yep. So,
Ironically, Crow, if they had cast Halle Bailey as Nani, they would have actually found somebody closer physically.
yeah.
Yeah, ironically. But they've cast a real Hawaiian.
Yep.
Real Hawaiian. So there's no way they can complain because
An
if they
ethnic
complain,
Hawaiian.
it's just against...
And they're
Yeah.
saying they're
Say
trying
that.
to erase her ethnicity.
Yeah, because she doesn't have a big nose like the character. Okay.
She's not brown enough.
No, literally,
Yeah.
that's their complaint. Like, someone's like, ain't this a white woman? Someone...
Ethnically Hawaiian. Well,
To you, all y'all in the comments about the name for not being dark enough, y'all made Alexander Hamilton and Ariel black. Think it's okay if she's a shade lighter than Edie Amin.
I do like nuance, bro. He's good.
Yep, and then we have someone coming in with actual racism.
Yep.
Someone else going, but that is a white woman. Hope the Little Mermaid complaints give the same energy to this.
So when it comes to that kind of stuff, like calling white people crackers and mayo monkeys and stuff like that, yes, it is racist, but I end up sort of erring on the side of you only have the power that you give words power to have over you, basically. So like,
Exactly.
if someone wants to call me a cracker or whatever,
So what
Yeah,
you're
they're
saying
a piece
is
of
that
shit
white
scum,
people have
but-
more mental resilience.
yeah, basically, I'm not offended because there's nothing you can do or say to me that my family hasn't said that's worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
I'm
much.
not offended, but I will hit the report button on Twitter because I think people should get a taste of their own medicine.
Fucking nice.
Yeah, no, that's a fair
absolutely.
point.
Yep. Another one's like,
I'll just like, oh, my finger seems to have slipped on the report button. Oopsie.
another one's like,
Like-
none
And a
of-
lot of the time, actually, if it's sent to Twitter and they have actually sat there and just used slurs, they will get suspended.
It's like KSI with using slurs recently, like the P word. Also, can't say it on YouTube. If it comes down to any sort of like a black man, if he's called the N-word, he's more than likely going to punch whoever called them that in the face.
Yep.
I feel I'm perfectly justified if I have the same reaction.
Yep.
And if I do that, I will be called the racist.
Yes.
It's just ridiculous.
All right, I need to drop out. Looks like he's done playing for the day. So
Okay. Bye-bye, Disco.
enjoy
Good.
your black pill suppository, chat. I'm sure Bezic will
Mhm.
tell you which
See you,
one it
Disco.
is.
Yes.
You'll enjoy it, I'm sure.
Actually, Disco,
Have a
before
nice
you go,
time,
can you
Disco.
confirm something for me? Are you pregnant or not?
If it's still not worked out, I tell you what, go and ask Stormy.
You tell him when you
He'll
actually give
explain
birth,
it to
he'll
you.
think, you'll give birth and you'll still think you're pregnant years later.
Stormy will explain everything to you.
Stormy will explain how
Sure.
babies are made, Adam.
Okay. Yeah, somebody's got to explain that to me at some point. I mean, I'm 47 years old. Somebody should tell me.
All right. Have a good show.
Bye, Disco.
Tristan Armstrong says, it's not even mental resilience. There's nothing about being white that would engender shame. I don't mind being reminded that my ancestors built the world.
Ooh,
Yep.
spiced.
Ooh, spicy.
That's going to get us all on the list.
Yeah. But yeah, look
We're
at
not already on a
look
list.
at the constant
Oh,
whining.
no, I mean one more.
Yeah, the constant whining is that they're constantly saying, hey, look, I found a Hawaiian that looks more traditional. I'm like, that's a racist stereotype then. You idiot.
Mm-hmm. Someone's whining that Halle Bailey is getting death threats over playing Ariel. No, I don't believe you. And
Death throats, actually.
nah. Deep throats, death throats. No, it's not like.
Deep throats.
Stop appropriating our language.
Stop
English.
appropriating my deep throats.
Yeah.
And stop appropriating our language badly.
If it's a really good deep throat, that's when it becomes a death throat.
I sucked his fucking soul out.
Oh,
So someone else is like, lol, Little Mermaid can be whatever color they want her to be. One side character goes like, what?
I love the way it's an anime profile picture too.
yeah.
Better
But
yet,
one of the
I'm pretty
things-
sure that's a femboy.
I wouldn't know.
One of the things I remember when they first cast Doctor Strange, they cast Tilda Swinton, an Irish redhead, to play the Ancient One, an old Tibetan man. And even I said, what the fuck are they doing?
Mm-hmm.
And they did that. It came out, of course, over a bit of time, that they did that so they would avoid offending China.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, how's that working out for
Yeah.
you, Disney?
Well, look at this one. This is particular garbage. Her being Hawaiian doesn't stop this from being a very clear instance of colorism. I don't think that's cooking for you. I want to see people posting Little Mermaid pictures. I'm sorry you feel the need to police the skin color of Native people, but that is a you problem. Meanwhile,
Yeah, the most egregious one. As much as I loved Idris Elba as fucking Heimdall, that's a Black Norseman? Okay, cool.
and everyone's using the exact same replies that they gave when they were whining. It's, oh, of course, pronouns in bio, opinion disregard.
Yeah, I really want to know who they're going to get to play the suntanned guy. Or the sunburned guy.
Yeah, here we go.
That's
Probably would have ended
hilarious.
up as a movie as well. Jesus, the sequel is just awful.
Look at all these people. For people struggling to understand, it's called a phenotype. It has to do with visibility, and it can still feel like, yeah, if you... Oh, shut up, you fucking losers. What about all the gingers that have been sacrificed on the fucking altar of your stupid fucking feelings?
Yeah, and I'm a ginger, and I was complaining about a ginger being cast as an Asian person.
It's almost as if you're consistent.
Yeah, weird.
I wouldn't
Aberrant.
say that.
It's clearly whiteness.
Don't give him too much credit now. We'll get both.
Oh, look. Huh, kind of reminds me of this little strange puzzle. And they're like, oh, but Ariel's mythical. Guess what, you stupid fuckwits?
It's a cartoon.
That's also not real.
It's a cartoon that involves aliens.
I'm sorry, the realism of my aliens isn't up to scratch. It just goes to show they're not logically consistent. And it's all about more black people. I don't give a shit, just more black people. Oh, can't have white people. Yep. That's wrong for reasons.
Yeah, but of course it's not racist to remove the white people. No.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, look at this. But some say she doesn't reflect how the character looked in the original animation. Notice how it's not an immediate attack like it was on people like, why the fuck is Ariel black? Oh, hey, it's Jonathan Wong. Laughs in Ariel.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's just fucking ridiculous. Meanwhile...
Oh, she has Hawaiian ancestry. That apparently makes you ethnically Hawaiian.
Hmm.
I have British ancestry. Why am I not ethnically British?
Well, you kind of are a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
So
I go back far enough, I probably have fucking African ancestry. Why am I not African?
Well, yes, I thought we all came from the same fucking place. Anyway,
why are you running?
So yeah, Disco was like, I was taught it was racist to care about changing of characters' appearances. Wonder what's different this time.
I wonder, huh?
Very wonder.
No racism.
And so, moving on to the Hose Mag segment of the podcast. Manager of the ex-lover of prison officer jarred for making false allegations. The allegations were as real as her eyebrows.
She made what allegations? I mean, that said false, but like, were they like sexual misconduct?
I believe so. I'm just having a look.
Oh, rape threats. The second paragraph there.
She set up fake dating accounts
really
and even falsified
scalable.
claims that her ex had threatened to rape her. After learning he had been released on bail, she also claimed she'd been sexually assaulted by Master Silent. Though not naming the guy, gave a description that fitted his profile, right down to the aftershave he wore.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, women are fucking evil.
So the bitch has got to do 32 months.
Is that all? That's all she has to do.
Yep.
Fucking her.
The prosecutor said that she consistently used personal difficulties to guilt partners into getting back at her, including faking pregnancies, miscarriages, abortions, and deaths of family members. Listen, bitch, your grandma's already died 4 times. We don't know what's going on here.
Pisses me off.
Yeah, so the poor dude who
People
works
get away with so much
a prison
shit,
officer.
And they get so little in the way of like actual recompense.
Yeah, 32 months, 3 fucking
they
years.
Victimize.
What could have sent him to prison for fucking life and gets 3 years?
Yep.
So the poor dude was arrested 3 times in May 2020 and spent 2 days locked up in 3 different police stations due to the lies by the hoe. Yeah, lying bitch.
Jesus, she actually inflicted injuries on herself just to beg for help.
Yeah. Police rearrested the prison officer several times.
What was she going to get out of it, though? What was she going to gain? That's what I don't understand.
Oh, she's just an evil cunt who wanted him punished for breaking up with her.
Yep.
Fucking sick. It's always abusers, but like you'll see it. Abusers who are male are way more fucking like talked about than female abuse towards men. It's a fucking like I've come from an abusive relationship where I was convinced that I was the abuser by my abuser at the time, and it only took like talking to other people and explaining some of the things that happened, and then I realized, oh fuck, I actually was the victim here. But like they spend so much of their time trying to convince you that you're the monster, and like it's just the extent to which these people will go in order to harm your life as much as humanly possible. And then it's such a fucking slap in the face to see that every time it's a woman and not a guy, they get half the sentence, barely that, if anything. And people are like, oh, but she was just a woman. She would be kind to her. She won't do it again. Fuck you.
She's
They
clearly
deserve
done it
just as
several
much
fucking
punishment.
times already. Why would she stop doing
Yeah.
it again? She's only getting 3 years.
Yeah. Like, she's not had any punishment. There is no reason why she wouldn't think to do it again.
Sorry, it's not even 3 full years. It's 32 months.
It's disgusting. It's just fucking plain disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And as we know, nearly the vast majority of domestic violence is reciprocal, and in cases where it is not reciprocal, just a smidgen over half, it is the woman doing it. Because domestic violence includes psychological and financial abuse. Ah, dear. Another one got done. A woman who extorts money from men has been jailed. On Thursday, a judge handed a 1.5-year prison term to a Virginia woman who extorted nearly $63,000 from a Caroline County man after sleeping with him and threatening to tell his wife that he paid for her for sex. I think he should also go to prison. So, 20-year-old bitch. Oh, Muhammad. How the had previously pleaded guilty to a single felony count of extortion and was sentenced to 8 years with 8 years and 6 months suspended. And was ordered to make restitution totaling $62,800 for the victim, who kept every receipt associated with the blackmail. So the victim told her, don't care, they had met Muhammad online about a year earlier and paid her for sex. A few months after that initial meeting, Muhammad began extorting money from the man by threatening to tell his wife and family about their escapades. So the guy is not a good dude. He's just still a dirtbag. So it just sounds like she's a really expensive hooker.
Probably is.
Yeah, well. Now here's a funny twist. Many American women are now seeking relationships abroad, with some citing the toxic dating scene in the US.
Gee, I wonder how that got toxic.
Also, who was complaining about men going overseas to find trad wives?
Yep.
Just seeing if anyone's got a link to that article. Yeah, whining about guys doing sex tourism.
UK grandmothers?
Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like garbage.
Huh.
I don't know. It's just ridiculous. What fucking double standards? Yeah, here we go. LeMayo, they get mad at men who do this for the exact same reasons.
It looks like I might have to get going suddenly.
Ah, dear.
I apologize. My mother has decided she's going to visit randomly.
Oh, well, she can join us on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'd rather not.
Funny that.
Probably for the best.
There are some things I'm not willing to torture our audience with.
Oh dear.
I thought you were doing it for your own mother's sanity. Never mind.
All right, guys. I will see you guys another time. I do apologize. If I'm available later, I'll come back. But
right, okay. We'll see you later.
Sure.
Whether that later is a couple of hours or a couple of days.
Probably be 3 months.
Your mom's going to be there that long?
Are her visits that traumatic?
It can be. You know, I'll be in the hospital with the grippy socks. All right, see you guys.
See ya.
Take it easy.
What
for the record, Shades is offering to come on if we want him, by the way. Okay,
let's have a look at the next one. So, here's one for you, Arnott. Footballer Akraf Hakimi's wife filed for divorce and demanded half of his property. She
Oh, yeah, I
was,
love this
however,
one.
informed by court that her millionaire husband owns nothing, as all this property is registered under his mother's names. Hakimi receives €1 million from PSG monthly, but holy shit, that's a lot. But 8% of this is deposited in his mother's account. He has no property, cars, houses, jewelry, or even clothes in his name. Anytime he wants anything, he asks his mother to buy it for him.
That's a good mama.
Yep. But what a
Yeah,
fucking
if nothing
smart
else, you can
move.
say. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if nothing else, at least the Muslims are right about mamas.
Yep.
And yeah, Callum, it is definitely a smart move.
Yep, he fucking got that bitch. Clearly he knew what she was up to. His mama, I bet for the next fucking 20 years, his mama's gonna be like, I warned you about that white girl.
Oh yeah.
And damn it, mama was right. Oh dear, but why the fuck does she think she's entitled to anything? Ah dear.
Yeah, that's incredibly entertaining to see, though.
It is, it's glorious. Thought patrolled by base mother. So next we have
Courts in the U.S. would still award them whatever they felt like. I think her actually. I doubt Canada would be any better. I can almost guarantee that Canada would not be any better.
yeah.
And yeah, laws don't matter in family court. It's just a preponderance of probabilities.
Oh, not even that, it's whatever the woman fucking wants.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the absolute fucking state of journalism. New York Post headline: Minnesota college student charged
yeah.
over cache of ammo and knives in dorm. My first reaction to this is, so?
Yeah, Second Amendment. What's the problem?
Yeah, well, that sounds pretty base to me. What's the issue? No. Turns out they were planning a mass shooting. You could have fucking mentioned that. Because the other things aren't illegal.
As the headline. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
How
this
about
is the thing. They want this idea of a cache of ammo and knives to be illegal. So that's what they're going to lead with. This is the problem. The fact that he had the weapons means that he was planning something. No, the reason he had the things was because he was planning something.
Yeah,
you have your cause and effect backwards.
Yeah. He's been hit with the slew of charges, the students, over the cache of ammunition, magazines, knives, and a tactical vest. No, along with the hand-drawn map of the site on campus and chilling shooting instructions. Yeah, that might be the fucking one, you dickheads. You can. It's just. Yeah, look, conspiracy to commit second-degree assault, conspiracy to commit threats of violence, making terroristic threats, and planning a theft. Yeah, no, none of these things have anything to do with ammunition or high-capacity magazines.
Oh, God. What's that, 12?
11 rounds in most places.
Yeah. Alan Dayton says, so stupid question. If knives get banned, how do people cut their food? Scissors? Odd to use scissors with a fork at dinner. No, because they'll find a way to stab each other with scissors.
Oh, dear.
Hang on. When police searched his room, they found a tactical vest, empty boxes for ammunition and magazines, a tactical knife, a folding knife. What the fuck is a tactical knife? Firearm earmuffs. Do you mean ear protection?
Yep.
Six propane canisters, fireworks, lighter fluid, and a battery with wires and a lockpick set, but no actual ammo.
Not even if, but how? None of this shit is illegal.
No. Not until you actually build something out of it.
Not until you get the notebooks that include a highly detailed plot to steal ammunition, lead stated frequencies, and a hand-drawn map of recreation facility on campus. all they've got is conspiracy to commit a mass shooting.
Marku says he figures tactical knife probably means those stupid zombie knife types. I'd be honestly completely unsurprised if they just meant a fixed blade.
They probably do. Because they've clearly got no fucking clue. A folding knife, whoop de fucking do. A lockpick set, yeah, those are legal too. Unless you're caught in the commission of another act, then you get going equipped. And yeah, it's just garbage.
So, I'm just looking at the images of this man, and I see something kind of, relating to the Nashville shooter.
Well, apparently it was a dude. They keep referring to it as a him. Well, the shooter is an avid camper and hunter who shoots a lot.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, that's the attorney. I mean, they really don't have much except the fucking map. They've literally got one piece of fucking evidence of an actual crime. It's fucking ludicrous. Yeah, prosecutors alleged that he had been planning a mass casualty event. Yeah, maybe put that in your fucking title, you dickheads, rather than burying it at the bottom of the fucking article. How about Minnesota college student charged over plan to commit mass casualty event?
Yeah. Callum Dayton says suspect looks like he eats a lot of soy.
But what an abysmal fucking article. Yeah, someone's like, I don't see a compelling case yet, so he's got a bunch of items. Draw some maps. Yeah, like literally all they've got is the fucking maps. And it's because it's like, oh, but he said to be good at shooting person in 3 areas. Yes, it's America. You're allowed to.
Yeah.
It's usually good to know how to shoot people a bit. Because sometimes you can do it legally.
Yeah, I have a suspicion that if this one gets memory hold, it's because he's actually done not a damn thing wrong.
Well, I mean, they're going to have to convince a jury that this one fucking map was a plan.
Tristan says he keeps a blackthorn shillelagh hanging next to his door in case a skip the dishes order goes wrong. You take your chicken McNuggets seriously.
Not the McNuggets.
Oh, Tristan had also asked who doesn't have that stuff in their apartment. Canadians, Brits, Aussies.
Yeah. People who don't live in free countries.
Yeah, people who don't have freedom.
Yeah. So, meanwhile, in Louisville, bank shooter identifies 25-year-old Connor Sturgeon.
In relation to Nicola?
God, if only. But, what's this? Revealed Kentucky shooter tied to anti-Trump pro-lockdown social media posts. Well. How suspicious.
Oh, and it's our old friend Lily Hale again. Or Hayes.
Yeah. Fucking... I swear to God.
Oh my God, in the first friggin' sentence. Yesterday, a 25-year-old man killed at 5 people. Do you mean at least?
Nobody on this site can write and they don't have an editor.
Why are people live streaming these things to Facebook? Nobody watches Facebook anymore.
Yeah, good point. But we know why they do it. It's because it's always been about notoriety.
Yeah.
Anyone who commits a mass who commits a mass shooting is a useless, pathetic coward of no value to society who no one is going to remember if they jump off a fucking bridge or step in front of a train. So they've got to go commit some horrible event to stand a chance of being remembered because they're a pathetic loser who not in their own family will remember. It's fucking ludicrous. Absolutely fucking ludicrous. Here's one that you might enjoy in a sick, twisted way, Art.
Oh.
Benefit sanctions slow people's progress into work, says report dipshit politicians suppressed.
Really?
Who'd have fucking thought? Except anyone who's ever been on benefits.
Yep.
Government has aggressively pursued sanctions despite a signed 2010 report showing they're ineffective at getting people into jobs. What's that? People who want work will look for work, and people who don't want to look for work don't care. It's fucking ridiculous. What a shock. But of course it's not fucking surprising. If someone who's unemployed, so they're already suffering mentally, is being constantly fucking harassed and bullied by the government for the high crime of being unemployed, it's just going to make their mental health worse. And if you cut it off, well, how the fuck are they meant to get a job if they've got no money at all?
Yeah. I mean, I understand some of the sanctions, and I actually support some of them, which they don't actually use here.
Oh,
where,
yeah.
For example, if you are found to be constantly drunk or drugged up, you lose your benefits. Okay, yeah, it makes fucking sense.
Yep.
But if you're actually actively using that money, for example, right now I'm on welfare, and one of the things I'm doing with my money is saving it to buy material, to buy tools, so that I can actually build a shop and actually start making money.
Mm-hmm.
It's a slow process, but it's slowly working.
You've got money to save after you pay for the necessities?
Barely.
Mm.
Like $10 a month I put away.
Yeah, and that's the other problem. The benefits are punitively low. They're not actually designed to help people find employment.
No, it's I mean, I've described it repeatedly as the welfare trap. It's
Yeah.
where you get on welfare and you become so dependent on it because you simply cannot manage to make any sort of headway in terms of building savings or creating any sort of wealth for yourself, that you end up becoming completely dependent on the system. And then the next generation not only is dependent on the system, but then they found ways to game the system, which makes it harder for everybody else who's actually trying to use it honestly.
Yeah.
I'm the area that I'm in. I could walk out my door and I can think of 8 people that I could go and talk to and ask them about gaming the system.
And that's the thing. The people who game the system will always do it. Especially in the
Well, that's
modern
their
age.
job.
When the government turns around and goes, you need to apply for 100 jobs this month, because that's an effective way of getting work. They'll just jump on Seek or whatever your regional LinkedIn equivalent is, and just go quick apply, quick apply, quick apply, quick apply, quick apply. Okay, send that to the government, done. Oh no, I didn't turn down any interviews. Like, the fact that I didn't answer the phone has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Marson says pay large and fast, not trickle charge. Yeah, absolutely. I think probably one of the best ways to structure the payments is the Scandinavian model, where depending on how long you've been working, you'll get like 6 months at 70% of your normal wage, and then it starts dropping down. So if you haven't got a job in 6 months, well, what the fuck are you doing? We can't be paying you this much forever, so I will start dropping it. Which seems reasonable.
That makes good sense, because that gives you the money to say, okay, I need to go retrain, or I need to pick up equipment to start a business, or any number of things.
And I'll not go insane and contemplate committing a single person casualty event because I can't afford any of my bills.
Yeah. Now, the way it works here, there's none of this, you have to go and apply for things or we take your benefits. But Marku points out when he was on welfare, he was told to apply for jobs out of his league. And yeah, if you're told to go and apply for 100 jobs, you're going to look at jobs that either, require experience or some sort of qualification that you don't have if you want to stay on welfare. If you don't want to be on welfare, you're not going to worry about those jobs. You'll be applying for things you think you can actually get.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, especially for, and it gets worse the more of a professional you are. If you've lucked out and been sick for 6 months or something, it's horrific.
Yep.
Because they'll sit there and go, you need to apply for, I think it's between 20 and 40 jobs a month here at the moment.
Oh, God.
Oh, you're a specialist field. Well, there's only one of those jobs every month, but you know what? Why don't you go apply at Macca's? Because any job's better than being on welfare, they go. And I mean, yes.
Except not. I've worked with people when I was in a transition program where this one guy that I was working with had a girlfriend with 3 kids that he was helping raise. Actually, I believe one of the kids was his, now that I think about it. But he worked out after the first paycheck came in. We sat down and had lunch, and he was doing the math. And he figured out that if he had stayed on welfare, he would actually have been $20 better off because the government would be paying for the kids' dentistry, their medical bills, like pharmaceuticals and things like that. And then trips anywhere that the kids had to go, the government covered that as well. Like if they had to go to a doctor's appointment, the taxi was paid for by the government.
Yeah.
And he looked at it and he went, this is not worth my time. I can go work under the table and make way more money.
Yep, literally.
Tristan Armstrong. That's how Canada does welfare. Didn't the Newfoundland Beer Company hold a lottery where the prize was a high-paying job for the minimum length of time to qualify for big welfare? I think what you're thinking about is unemployment, not so much big welfare as it is sort of how was it? Essentially, it's similar to what Beswick was talking about the benefits in one of the Scandinavian countries you mentioned. I've forgotten now, but the idea being that if you're a seasonal worker, for example, the government will take part of your wage and provide it to you as a means to get you through the thin part of the year.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Come to think, now that I'm thinking about it, that really sounds like a bad idea too.
Marston says there's a lot of fake jobs in the market. Oh yeah, like easily half plus to 75% or more even of the jobs that are advertised are either fake, duplicate, or scams. And if they're not, if the job ad itself isn't literally a scam, it's data harvesting for a scam.
Oh, nice.
And everyone just clicks through and applies because the ridiculous thing, because of course, not only do you have to apply for 50 million jobs, they have to be 50 million reasonable jobs. So no applying for a job as a doctor, which, okay, fair enough. But, yeah. Oh, dear.
Monkey says we should allow welfare, but at least one day out of the month the public gets to pelt you with rotten vegetables.
I'm going to keep that in mind if Monkey ever loses his job.
And Monkey does have a good point. There's no such thing as being paid by the government. What you mean to say is that everyone else is paying for you. Yes.
Yes.
In the case of employment insurance, though, the idea is that because you've been paying taxes while you've been working, that money should, in some form, come back to you. It's a little unbalanced, but yeah, I can kind of see how they're thinking it. Tristan Armstrong, did you open an OnlyFans account this month? Sounds like you refused viable employment then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, unironically, they had to specifically write into the legislation that, so you cannot refuse an offer of suitable employment. If you refuse an offer of suitable employment, your benefits get cut off, just straight up cut off, gone. Which, okay, yeah, fair enough. But like, they had to specifically write into the legislation that you cannot be forced to take on a job as a prostitute or other form of sex worker as suitable work.
Yeah. Didn't we talk about a lady in Germany that had that done to her?
Yeah. So, I haven't found the spring on his mic stand.
Yeah, sorry.
So good.
One of these days I'll start playing that thing like an instrument.
But no, the unemployment system is fucked up because they spend more money keeping you in poverty and miserable than it would cost to get you a fucking job.
Yeah, well, we were talking about the way that that Scandinavian country does it, where they
Hmm.
start you off at 70% of your previous wage. That makes sense. To me, it would also make sense if, when you apply for welfare and are accepted, they give you a bulk payment for your first year. Because in what I'm getting, that would be around $3,000. That's enough to, at the very least, fund some sort of certification course, even if it was just for flags person or something like that.
Go get a forklift ticket or something.
Exactly. In
Anything
my
to make
case,
you
it'd be
more
enough to buy 2
employable.
pieces of equipment that I could actually start a shop with.
But no, it's all about giving less than the minimum to live off of.
Yeah.
And don't forget, if your rent's too high and you try and move somewhere cheaper, they'll cut you off for moving to a place with a higher unemployment rate.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, that's the really fucked up shit thing. If you go, oh shit, I've lost my job, I'm stuck on welfare, I can't afford, I don't know, $1,000, what would it be, like $2,000 a month in rent, which you can't because that's could potentially be more than the welfare you're getting.
Well outside your means, yeah.
So, okay, so I have to move because I can't pay my rent. I'm getting evicted. Oh, there's a small house for me and my family over in Whoop Whoop. I'll move there. Government rings up and goes, you moved too far away from the jobs. We're cutting your payment off. But yeah, it's not about helping people get work. It's about punishing people for being unemployed.
Yeah.
And like,
Callum. Oh, go ahead.
Like, oh yeah, actually, go with that because that's another interesting point I'll make.
Yeah, Callum was pointing out that living with relatives or family can help a bit. Actually, no. Here in Newfoundland, for example, you get less welfare if you're living with a family member. I was literally told by a representative of my government that if I rendered myself homeless and moved into a shelter, the government would give me more money and actually help me find a place.
Well, here's how
which they will not do while I'm living with family.
Here's how fucked up Australia is. Say you've got a girlfriend, and you both live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Not the same 1-bedroom apartment. You both got separate 1-bedroom apartments, and then say a massive event happens where the government shuts down any possibility of you earning an income because you work in, I don't know, hospitality. So, say that it is 2020 and you work in a nightclub, and your girlfriend works in the same nightclub, and you both keep separate 1-bedroom apartments. So you both apply for welfare and go, fuck. We can't afford to stay in our apartments on this. I know. We'll move in together to save money. Government immediately cuts 30% of both your payments off.
Yep. Yeah, because you're living with somebody else.
Yeah. Oh, you support each other. No, fuck off, dickheads. All you're doing is encouraging people to do bullshit. So what ends up happening is that you find another couple, and the 2 dudes move in together, and the 2 chicks move in together. Oh, we're not in a relationship with them because they're in a relationship with someone else. And they're getting their full payments, but they're also not getting the psychological benefits of living with their partner or anything. You move in with your partner, you lose 30% of both your payments. At least. It's fucked up. And they wonder... And I mean, and God forbid you've got a family, like, say you've got 4 kids and your missus is a stay-at-home mother. You lose your job. Well, you can both get 60% of the unemployment wage, or you can move in with your brother and she can get the single parent rate, which is going to be over $2,000 a fortnight.
Yep. Yeah, it's something similar here. When I was a kid first starting to chase girls, it was not uncommon for girls my age to be trying to get knocked up so they could get the welfare money because it was a better living than most of the people around them.
Well, if you like kids, and
Yeah.
having two of them makes better financial sense than getting a job because it's not taxed.
Yep.
So you're getting
And
$2,000 a
both
week
federal and
tax free.
provincial governments will support you.
Yep. And plus all the other free bullshit you get for being a single mother.
Yep.
Marston's like, no wonder why people are going lesbian. Don't worry, they sorted that out when the gays and lesbians won the right for their relationships to be recognised. The welfare office turned around and went, okay, you gay couple over there, we now recognise that you're in a relationship. You've both lost your unemployment.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on your new relationship. By the way, we're cutting your payments off.
Yeah, the government is nothing except fair, and fair being they will fuck anybody.
They will fuck everybody. They will fuck all the poor equally.
Yep.
It's in fucking sane. But yeah, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you can live with a mate and you both get the full rate of your payment. But you start fucking your mate, you both lose 30% of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not
Oh.
encouraging couples to stay together. Hell, it's encouraging dudes to move out and pretend they've broken up with their missus so that she can get paid more, so she can afford to keep the house.
Yep. It's encouraging people to be as dishonest as possible.
Mm-hmm. And it's just it's just screwing the people who want to do the right thing. Like, if you want to make a sensible financial decision and move in together to save money because you're both unemployed because the government's decided to make working illegal, don't worry. Not only are you now stuck on welfare, but we're taking a chunk of it off you because, oh, you're living together. So,
And, like, when I was mentioning about the homeless thing, I did respond to the person who said that. I said, you want me, who has someone I can live with, to take a space from a homeless person who might very well die if they don't get that shelter space in order to get a little bit more money every month.
mm-hmm.
And their response was, well, I wouldn't phrase it that way, which is basically yes.
Yeah.
Tristan, any conversation about how the government is fucking welfare recipients comes from the starting point that people are entitled to welfare, which is not the case. EI, yes, because you pay for it. Welfare, no. Yeah, granted. EI being employment insurance or unemployment.
Yeah, if you've got such a thing. Or you might live in a country that goes, no, you know what? That $600,000 a year job that you just lost, now go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Or my personal favorite, oh, you want to start a business? Well, good luck funding that. What's that, Mr. Already Rich Man? You want to start another business? Oh, well, let us give you tax incentives.
Yeah. And I really love how the people who design both unemployment insurance and welfare policy have never actually worked a day in their fucking lives.
Right? They're the real welfare recipients.
Yeah.
They're getting the good stuff.
Sorry, you want to talk about people who do nothing and get taxpayer money for doing nothing? Well, the Prime Minister should be looking fucking scared.
Yeah, pretty much the entirety of Parliament most days.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Yeah, you successfully found a topic that black pills the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And yeah, Tristan, I do understand where you're coming from, that people should not feel entitled to welfare. The problem is that when our government makes it both impossible to start a business or makes taxpayer-funded healthcare and all these other programs, then really the government is basically saying, we're going to be your parent now, so you need to depend on us.
On the flip side of that, it's fucking interesting how the attitudes of people change when their jobs have disappeared. Like when the big thing happened here in Australia and the government went, we're shutting down all your jobs. Oh, and we're increasing the welfare payment by more than double. It went up.
Lovely.
It went up by something like 120% for the people who are potentially, if they're lucky, out of work for the first time in their lives.
Jeez.
Because yeah, despite being like a $700 a fortnight payment, it was increased by $750 per fortnight for all the magically new unemployed people caused by the government actions during 2020.
Jesus.
But yeah, it's
And the
but you
people
d-
who were already receiving it kept getting screwed.
well, at least they got the additional as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's funny how when it people suddenly changed their fucking tune and started demanding welfare and higher welfare when it was their job that went missing.
Yeah. Callum's got a bit of a good point here. He's more entitled than a C person. Yes, absolutely. If you're an illegal immigrant, this is one of the things that really hurts the welfare system. If you're an illegal immigrant, you should not get welfare. You should get yeeted directly back into the sea. This is why I say there should be trebuchets on the cliffs of
that's
Dover.
also another point. Why are the unemployed citizenry living in worse conditions than the fucking refugees?
Yeah, yeah. The part of that really burns me is you have 4-star and in some cases 5-star hotels being filled with migrants, and you have homeless veterans begging these same migrants for change outside that hotel. It's insanely disgusting to me. It makes me furious to see somebody who actually risked their life for this country being told, oh no, you're not as important as this newcomer who just wandered across the border illegally.
Yep. Why are there homeless veterans and refugees in hotels?
Yeah, exactly.
Put a homeless veteran in a hotel. Go on, I fucking dare you. Just once, government.
Can't do that. That might look good.
Might actually help someone in need.
Yeah, yeah. Someone who might actually return to being a productive citizen.
Yeah, that's oh, civil service needs to die. Just straight up.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
we,
I
we
don't
all
have.
talk about how you want to drain the swamp and I want to melt the big dirty igloo. And really, it's not the elected people that are the biggest problem. It's the bureaucrats who have been there
Well,
for decades.
in places
I
other
mean,
than
yeah,
Canada,
no,
maybe.
well, fair.
Marson says, veteran renounces citizenship, becomes refugee. Congratulations, government, you just lost the taxpayer.
Yeah.
This is Major says, I think our MPs just voted themselves a pay raise again. Could be wrong about that, but let's talk of it. Oh, yeah, it's like during the great event of the 2020s that shall not be named.
Yeah.
When the glorious leader of the great gulag known as Victoria decided that in the midst of the world's longest lockdown, he'd give himself a pay rise that was more than the unemployment rate. His pay rise was more than a year's unemployment.
Jesus. Yeah, that happened here. That happened in a lot of places, come to think of it.
Funny that. Funny how that's always money for the politicians to have a pay rise.
And Medger thinks our MPs just voted themselves a pay raise again. I wouldn't be shocked. I think it was only a couple months ago they did.
Non-Bobcat's like, I'm sure he's working really hard. Well, it takes a lot of effort to screw 200 million people. Or however many Canada has.
32, I think. Give or take. We're actually really, really small population for our size.
Yeah, because it's fucking
That's
ice
because
and
it's so
polar
goddamn
bears.
cold. We're all huddling next to the states for warmth.
Oh dear. What's up next? Just seeing if we need to go to Rumble for these. Yeah, it's probably time to go to Rumble.
Probably, yeah.
We're going to go to some
I'd like to
spicy
talk about
shit.
why I'm not on Twitter anymore.
Click me the links, or at least point out. All right, so there you go, folks. We are going to go over to Rumble to continue the podcast. Let me just grab the link for all of you. Just going to pop that in, and we will take a moment just to get everyone across. Sadly, it appears that the only thing that Rumble has at the moment is spam. Oh, we've got Callum.
Yeah. Callum popped in just a few seconds ago.
Yes.
Didger is here, or Mr. Midger.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah, I thought I had muted both of those spammers, but I guess I don't know how to actually get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't think you can get rid of them, which is annoying. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, Rumble, come on.
I don't know if you can even mod somebody yet. Is that what that is? Oh, I am a moderator.
Yeah,
okay.
you can, but it's a pain in the ass. You need to get their actual user name, not a channel name.
Monkey is in.
Now we've got Nod Bobcat, we've got the Base Banana.
Tristan popped over.
Excellent.
Mr. Banana.
No.
I still get a kick out of that. No, Mr. Banana. I expect the laser to carve you a neo-vagina.
Oh, that's glorious. Shit, I should clip that sometime. If we ever remember what episode that was.
Oh, just remind me, I'll just do the voice again.
I mean, we need to clip that whole segment of us rewriting.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Don't
Yeah,
remember which
rewrite all the
someone that
James Bond
was.
franchise for the modern era.
Yeah. Ah, dear. Don't worry, I'm not dying. I'm not that lucky.
We're still on YouTube yet, yeah?
Yeah, sadly.
Okay, I will not make jokes about the big event.
Yeah. I think this is a good time to... Well, actually, I might mute myself real quick. Try and clear out some of this mess, and I'll be back in just a second. I'll keep everyone entertained.
Sure. Hi, everybody. Pay attention as I dance and laugh for your amusement. I'm attempting to open a link that did not wish to open. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Let's see here.
I am back.
There we go. Save me!
I'm just going to post that link again on the YouTubes, and I'm going to end that particular stream. Let stand by while that ends.